Hello.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Candlekeep Mystery, the Seal Pages of Verglas. We are the Rollers of Fate. My name is Mo, and back in his home turf, the true ruler of the Domain of Dread, Cisco Blanco. We are the DMs for this campaign, and and enjoying the chaos of the planar realms are our players. We have Luke, Andy, Mark, Ross, Joey, and Lucky. Greetings, Wormlings. Say hello.
Hola.
Hello.
Greetings.
You guys okay? Ready?
Yeah.
Terrified.
Oh, still alive.
Still
Bring it
alive.
No.
No, sorry. Okay. On to the announcement, please. Cisco, take it away.
All right.
No, wait, I'm doing the announcement. My bad.
Yeah,
Bring it
okay.
back to me.
That's fine.
Forget Cisco. Get out of here. Those who are new to the streams, who have not watched our previous episodes, please check us out on our Twitch or YouTube channel. Where you can on our YouTube channel, you can find all our previous episodes for this campaign, the Curse of Start campaign, the Orbs oh god, the Eye of Observation campaign, as well as any of our one shots. At Rollers of Fate D&D, God. Those who want to send us any fan art, you can send it to our email, which is rollersoffatednd@gmail.com. And if we have a Twitter channel, which is @FateDND, where you can catch up to date news on this game and other D&D related content. As we are in the domains of dread, as Sunday, we always say there's going to be, could be gory or it could be scary and stuff like that. For sure, it's going to be like that here. So
Yeah.
please, viewer discretion is advised. Yep. So without further ado, I will pass it on to Cisco. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you, Mo, and thank you, guys. And thanks for you who are playing here with us tonight, and to everyone who is tuning in from home. Please make yourselves comfortable and settle in. So we shall see what mystery shall be revealed today. Ooh. In mist and shadows of this forsaken land, a celestial body overtook the throne that Asalin once had. Previously, in the Caravan of Chaos adventures, our three heroes traveled to the Radiant Citadel to Darkon in search of a crate containing paintings that have cursed, erodes, and ruined with wicked blood magic. Our heroes entered the Ravenloft domain through the Shadow Dread Concord Jewel, finding a drab, muddy road and an eerie golden star dominating the grey sky. As the group walked forth, sharing concerns and plans of action, they experienced the heavy weight of the dark powers of the domain that, although nullified by the all-bestanding remedy ingested previously, still seemed to affect their magic slightly. Out of nowhere, 3 ruthless Kargat police jumped on the cocks attending to suck them dry. The vampiric mind flayers showed no mercy, using psionic powers to stun their victims, managing to almost take Ruin away and later to send Aki to the afterlife. But our relentless heroes began to break the paralysis, combining and focuses their raging attacks with arcane and divine magic, bringing true justice upon the undead aggressors, until they were all destroyed. During the march through the Death Realm, Aki was beckoned by suffering spirits to the village's graveyard, and there he was contacted by the alleged traveler, who renewed vows of eternal loyalty and worship in order to resurrect him. Yet, Aki awoke knowing that half of his soul was missing. Suddenly, as everyone is there, Errol's appearance started to change. And this is where our story begins tonight. You are surrounded by thick mist in a desolated muddy road, flanked by gnarly trees that ends in a roofed stone bridge, far in the distance. Now you all see in slow motion how Errol's beautiful emerald green hair falls off from his populated beard and head, revealing some kind of linear tattoos. His face has also changed, now looking unnaturally gaunt, matching his thin and lanky, fragile new body. And as you stand there, I leave it to you.
You look like shit, Harold.
I appreciate it.
Right.
Do you feel any different?
Certainly feels harder to breathe here.
But you're still you, right?
Harold Emmerfield. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'd say so.
Yogu, can you?
Yeah.
Are you able to do your thing where you find if there's something evil near us, or in us,
Yeah.
or us, or me?
Sure. Wait, what? Oh, of course I will. I will. check.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, Jogu will use his divine sense to see if he can see anything threatening around him, the sorts of evil.
Right. Okay. As you start to focus on your divine sense, you sense evil within the land, the actual soil where you stand, the roots of the trees and the branches, the whole place itself is evil. However, it doesn't point as a specific creature. Just there is a darkness, some power beyond your comprehension.
And for my rest of the members of the caravan, they also, or is it very vague to sense anything?
Yeah, in terms of like consecrated or desecrated, nothing like that neither. No undead around. Just slightly for a second. It's not that Aki pins undead, but it pins like there is a fracture on him, slightly. Like something is almost undead there.
Oh my god, why did you make me do that? Why? Everything is evil. Well,
Everything?
I guess it
everything.
shouldn't be a surprise. We
Everyone?
are in the domain of dread. Anyway,
I'm part of everything.
Ruin.
Well,
Right,
we are
ruin.
less, but you are as well a bit, but that's...
And Errol will
Sorry.
hand Ruin a potion of greater healing. You should drink this.
Wait,
Make it
did
easier.
Yogu just tell me I'm evil?
Technically, everything here is evil. Aki.
Me?
Bruce rolls
You-
his eyes. No, you're not, Aki. Shut up.
Errol, just hold on. We need to rest.
Yes,
Well,
please.
trust me, if we're going to the cemetery, we can't assume there won't be anything there.
I'll take the
Greater healing.
greater healing.
Yep, greater. And he'll pull out another one. You should take this too and offer it to Aki.
Right? Are you sure you don't need this?
I think you need it more than I do. The last thing we need is more bodies popping up.
Thank you.
And so I'll remove... And that's a potion of greater healing to you, Ross.
Great. Aki will just neck that.
And Errol, he's going to drink one more potion of greater healing, so he's going to drink his own.
I
Right.
still have 3 of them and 3 regular ones as well, so I'll point you to take one at one point as well, but I'm down to a little bit less than half health. DMs, did you say at the end of last session that we're going to a place that we can shelter at least for a short time?
We don't know that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
for the time being, as you are actually, are you kind of standing in the road, or are you walking while you're
We're walking.
drinking
We're
the
walking as
potion?
we're going.
Okay. So as you keep walking, just after a little bit, you find this unusual looking bridge made out of stone. It's got like a roof over it, and it's quite ominous, quite long, around a bit more than 120 feet long, quite dark, and surrounding it, there seems to be some kind of body of water, like a huge lake. So imagine like you are in a path that leads to an island with a land in the middle, and the bridge is the only connection, and you can see clearly that the whole town that you see in the distance is enclosed in some kind of walls, but it's actually in the middle of this lake.
There's your town. We're going that way. Let's go.
This is the bridge that I would recognize.
That's the
Yeah.
bridge, the walk that you were
Yeah.
beckoned towards.
I don't think
This-
we should go to a town. If that was the
The cemetery. The cemetery is this way. Was quite a few spirits lingering in there, and I don't know what that means here.
Then let's trying to fence.
I mean, they should be drawn to the magic of the pages.
Sorry to interrupt you. Lucky, you keep on cutting out and then cutting back in again. So
Sorry.
the last bit you said there, we only got maybe a quarter of what you said.
Yeah, actually.
Sorry. I don't think we should go much further. We're all pretty torn apart here. If we run into another group of those things again,
We
There's,
could run into another group even as we camp.
but
The sooner that we get done here, the sooner we can leave.
the thing Ziggy does that not protect us?
It will protect us. It only takes a minute to cast, but I will. I don't know how long we should probably stay. I mean,
Make
Well-
a perception check, everyone.
yeah, right. I will say, Harold, sorry about this, but you don't look you're gonna get any worse.
What could be worse than
Oh shit! I
where
haven't
we're
done
at
that.
right now?
oh
wow. Okay.
wait,
Well, you can take the higher or lower one. I mean, it's either or. I shouldn't have had on advantage.
The
I
left one
apologize.
should be the first one normally on roll 20.
this is a disadvantage. Okay, so I gotta roll one more time.
Yeah, I didn't want to assume though
Please.
because it was a pretty good one.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
yes, mine's a
actually,
disadvantage as well. You're right. I completely forgot. Sorry.
Yeah,
That was
if
better.
you're...
Wow, you guys are on the ball. Okay, so it seems like everyone except Ziggy and Yagu, you sense a putrid smell coming just from as you are about to go through this bridge. You realize on the side there is some kind of a smell, and as you actually look, you see the boots, a pair of boots, kind of like hidden on the bushes.
I'm gonna start chugging that greater healing potion.
Is that somebody hiding?
And Errol's
Seems
gonna take
to be
a
flat. It could be
hand
someone sleeping.
crossbow. He's gonna take a hand crossbow and just pull it out and walk up. And going up to the bushes, like ready to... Basically, I want to ready a fire action if I see anything that's a thing.
Okay. As you get closer to it, the stench kind of overtakes you, and you see this is not someone sleeping. This is a corpse.
Errol's gonna shoot the corpse in the head with a hand crossbow.
As you shoot towards the head, you realize, as you don't see with the bushes, there is no head. The arrow goes through where the head should be, and you realize that his head has been cut off the neck, like completely decapitated, and it doesn't seem to be a head around.
Yeah,
Ruin's
load another
just gonna-
round and
Ruin's
shoot
just
the body
gonna-
again.
Hold the bow. Just hold on. You don't have to shoot everything you see.
Nothing here that dies remains dead. I'm only
Yes, but
taking
we don't-
precautions.
We don't.
I'm gonna
need to
shoot
pick
the
a-
body anyway.
Ah,
The hand crossbow.
You keep shooting the body. You see the arrows as one of them pierces at some point. You realize that there is some movement where the arrow has hit.
Figures.
Wait, there's the body moves, or there's movement at the.
There is
Point of
movement
impact.
on the wound. Yeah.
Let's
Ugh.
keep moving. Let's go.
You realize as the arrow falls, the body kind of like breaks as all these worms kind of like come out of it, and with the movement of that, a piece of his jacket move, and this book kind of rolls on the floor on your feet, Errol. This little booklet.
Harold's gonna pick up the booklet.
As you have a look to it, you see that it seems to be some kind of a mix of notes and stories, like loose parchments and things like that. And the one that strikes you straight away is one that starts, legend has it. In the past, the Baron Angel Salohill, first settler of Redleaf Hamlet, fell in love with the unique beauty of the marshland, building Adler Manor with servant sweat and tears. He was known for his cruelty, displaying the heads of those who disobey him as trophies in the walls of heroes. He chooses servants to hang like beasts through the marsh, promising them freedom if they reach the end of the bridge before dawn. Yet Angel awaited hidden by the end of Salohill Bridge and decapitated his victims as they left joyfully. Over time, the Baron became infatuated and obsessed with a lowborn maiden named Taylor, daughter of his first mate Martha Adler. The night that Taylor gave birth to the Baron's child, Angel and Taylor disappeared mysteriously, never to be seen again. Ever since, especially during the week before the Day of the Dead, victims are found decapitated by the end of the bridge. Some, you see a note added to it, like in kind of like handwriting. Some people claim to have seen the headless ghost of the Baron riding his black steed, hunting down those who dare to cross the Salohill Bridge. And this kind of, as you finish reading it, you feel like cold around your body, like a shiver, like from the bottom of your spine all the way to the back of the neck.
Certainly is an interesting piece of folklore.
Did Harold read that out loud?
I would like to think I did, but that's up to the DMs.
I don't think we should consider it folklore.
I think we may consider all of the spirits that are stuck here, just on the other side of this bridge.
And I'm guessing by this book, we can't exactly just stroll across the bridge.
Does it give any clues on how to get across, or?
Well, it has to do with our dead friend here and his, I'm assuming, black steed. If they're the source of this, then maybe finding them will make it easier, possibly, perhaps.
Is it touching the bridge, or is it like a barrier we pass through?
I get a feeling
kind of
it's
like
trying.
Just before the bridge, before you enter the bridge.
What is it a bridge over?
What if we take a second? They mention a black horse. We could take a second to search for a black dead horse.
It
could also. It could also just be a warning.
Black horse.
That may be a waste of magics.
True.
Is the body still there? Are those maggie things away?
Yeah, they seem to be kind of like just spread around the land itself, and they kind
I'm
of
assuming
disappear.
they don't look. Would Bruce know if they look dangerous or fuck? Don't get them on you, sort of things, or?
Make a nature check if you want.
Mm-hmm.
At the meanwhile, can Joku also figure out how old this body might be?
Sure. Make a medicine check if you want, please. Right. Let's see what you guys roll. Yeah. Two things you gather. The body. Let's start with you, Bruce. The worms themselves, they could be quite dangerous, but they seem to be quite full up at the moment. You gather these kind of like shrubs. They can be lethal, and if you were sleeping, perhaps they could get into you if you were sleeping outside, by example. But they seem to be quite full up now. And Yagu, you gather that the body is like maybe 3 days old, something like that. With that,
I mean, honestly, this body could just be a warning. I mean, a warning if people try to leave or enter. It should have nothing to do with the bridge. But
Are
I will
we
say-
near the Day of the Dead? That's what the story was about.
You guys remember that Madame Eva asked you if you are actually going to the Day of the Dead celebrations in Darkon.
Oh.
But that was a couple of days ago.
As warnings go, that one seems pretty bang on.
Let's just.
While we're fussing here, while we're waiting here, no, not fussing, we're just waiting. I'm gonna try and pick up the mighty dumbbell, see if I can get a boost from that. Athletics.
Let's go ahead.
Cisco's just put up the folklore. Oh!
Yeah, just a little thing in case I'll delete it after. Just like it was quite fast. Whoa, nice. Okay. So Mo, tell us how this works. I mean, I kind of remember.
I think I got a beat. It's 25 or 24. I've got to beat, so or meet or beat, and then that means I go up by my
Plus
strength
1.
modifier goes up by 1.
So,
Here we go.
Oh, nice.
what are you on right now? Oh,
I'm now on to 22.
so you'd be 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
after
you
doing
feel
that,
like
Bruce is back.
you see your muscle starts to pop, like your veins, like as you lift it and look straight away more buff.
He does this completely without ceremony. He just sort of picks it up, see if he can pick it up. Right, done. And sticks it back in the bag again, just so he's in it, sort of ready for another fight.
I guess with that prowess in mind, maybe you should cross first.
I actually have another idea.
Can-
I'm assuming, looking at the state of the body and where those worms are, it's safe enough for Bruce to walk up to it, grab it by the ankle, and then sort of toss it on the bridge.
Let's just say, can I also mage hand a rock and throw that across the bridge as well?
Okay, rock
Okay.
first, then I'll do body.
All right. So you toss a rock, and as it does, like it resonates. There is like an echo. You hear it kind of loud on the bridge as the bridge is completely covered, but nothing else seems to happen.
Okay, I toss the body. I grab it by the ankle.
As you grab the body, make a dexterity check or sleight of hand.
I think they're both
Come on,
the
Bruce.
same.
You just lifted the dumbbell. You can do this.
Yeah, but that's strength, not dexterity.
I think
Can any of
strength might be the problem.
us assist him? I believe I have expertise. Will that help?
Can I
It's a big
guidance
old
him?
bridge.
Sure.
How good does my roll
Yeah,
need to be?
one of you can assist him. Yeah,
Oh, do I roll again then?
sure.
Or
Yeah, you're doing it. So roll again.
thanks for the help.
Okay, as you grab it, you all see something flies off, and then you realize the corpse stayed where it was. Bruce ripped the foot of the corpse completely off, like a piece of it, kind of dismembered, and all these more worms come out of the body.
I back the fuck up.
Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Bruce.
shucks. Did you get the
Bruce
worms off yourself?
and Ziggy, please, as you are assisting him.
What? Oh, fair.
I just didn't remember Cisco saying they were full, but let's find out what happens here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't let me down, danger sense.
18.
14.
18.
Okay. Yeah, that's more than both of you feel for a second that all these worms start, like these tiny shrubs start to kind of like bury close to your feet, but you react in time, and they just keep like moving around, and they start to dissipate and spread out.
Ugh, damn it. Right, fine. I'm going to equip my shield and have my battle axe at the ready. Bruce is going to start walking across the bridge.
All right. Anyone else follows?
No, Aki will shout after him. Remember the tattoo, bro. The tattoo means you have to activate it consciously, and it means you have long arms.
I know. I just don't get to use it for very long, though. I want to save it for something
No.
important.
And I'll just ask everyone else if they want to go first. I'll be going in last.
I'll go in. Why not?
I'll
Stealthily.
go in third, also stealthily.
Okay, so those of you who are doing it stealthily, make a stealth check as disadvantage, as you realize that your steps inside here is like if you are inside a speaker, just because
Yeah.
how the
Joke's on
bridge
you,
is
I had to do it
built.
with disadvantage anyways.
I'll have a
And you
go.
hear like poof.
Aw, damn it, I could have had a 19.
Shit. I need to roll something now.
Oh
Oh
no!
no, yes, oh damn it, oh no, Ziggy.
Oh, Bruce does
Um,
not
This
care.
is
He's
impressive.
stomping across this
Wow.
bridge. He does not care.
Yeah, I think
Aki, don't go.
you're stamping. I think one of you kind of like at some point. I guess
Well, that's
you
not-
two,
this
Siggy
isn't
and
too
Bruce, you
bad.
kind of like
Oh,
step
damn,
on
Harold.
the foot, that you throw, and then
Yeah.
you kind of like nearly
Um,
trip and bank. That's why it's so noisy.
Ziggy just starts to walk very slowly for a good. Actually, I'm looking at it now. It's till the end of my next turn. I just walk slowly for like a good second or two, then seem to be fine. I rolled a good one.
Were you blind again?
No, I was at half speed.
Oh.
Ooh.
It was-
Hurry up, Ziggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Ziggy,
glue
stop
is on
taking
the
your
floor
time.
for a second as you see Ziggy like.
It just kind of fully stops and then runs off quick.
All right, and you all actually cross the bridge, and nothing
Aki
happens
didn't go.
while you're there. Oh, okay. So all of you cross the bridge, and Aki's kind of like waiting. You see like a few droplets, kind of like humidity is built on the actual roof, and you kind of hear some droplets falling, and you see your friends kind of like moving forward and almost exiting the bridge at this point.
Stop being a chicken. Come on, Aki. Does Bruce need to drag you?
I will. So help me, I will.
You okay there, Scales?
Okay. Okay. Slowly. Whatever stealth speed is, I don't know if he's concentrating on stealth, but that's the speed he's moving.
Yagu, can I see one of those muffins?
So I'll make What
Why?
was it? Was that a
Just-
stealth check with
Just
disadvantage?
trust me, Yagu. Can I see a muffin?
Yeah, because you're exhausted. I guess at this point, to be honest, your friends made so much noise that you don't need to do stealthily. It's not gonna make a difference. If someone is
Well.
around, they will have heard you. But
It's not as bad as them.
yeah, but you are kind of like quite careful and
Yes, yes.
watching
Very,
your step.
very cagey.
I don't think he's okay, Bruce.
Of course, he's not all right.
As
Bruce
you
will
exit in the
Yagu, just wave a
You could
muffin.
put it
Bruce
around.
is just
Maybe
going to
that'll-
stand next to Aki and just sort of like put a hand on his shoulder. Wait for this.
This is where this is where it happened.
I know. Right here.
Okay. If I have warning, I have things I can do, but I don't get warning. I can't help. I need a rest. I need a rest.
I know. Let's get this town, or we're set up inside there. That hut that Ziggy can do.
Something else if we need more. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Aki will just keep moving, but
okay.
is not paying the most attention anymore.
The first of you to exit the bridge, that I believe it will be Bruce, you see Bruce that there is a town far away, but you are kind of on the outskirts of it. And the first thing you see on your right, there seems to be some chapel, and behind this chapel, there seems to be continuing with some kind of fence there. The chapel itself is atop a slight rise, and you see that against these tangled roots stands a saggy edifice made of black stone. Time and solitude has worn out its structure, and you see that inside there is a flickering purple light that shines through the slightly ajar, heavy door that it seems to be slightly open.
Do we want to check out this chapel, or we keep pushing on to the town? Personally, I'd
It
rather go
seems
to the
pretty
town.
abandoned, so that will be a good place for you to rest in unseen, because it's kind of on the outskirts.
You said it was purple-ish?
There is a purple light flickering through the slightly ajar door.
But the rest of the world is still grayish, or is there also
Yeah,
some slight?
Yeah, the building is very dilapidated and looks like very worn out.
This is not the light that we could see from before. There was a light in the sky that we were aiming towards.
That reminds me, I may need my goggles
Like
back
a
while I'm
feint.
not a dog.
Really quick, can I burn my 2 sorcery points to get a 1-level spell slot back?
Sure.
Doesn't that need to happen you can do that anytime, or does it have to be a
Yeah.
rest?
Yeah, you can do that anytime.
Please.
Yeah.
Go
You need a
ahead.
rest.
Yeah.
You need a long rest to get the points back.
Yeah.
Okay, are you referring to the star in the sky?
Yeah, or whatever we were walking towards. If it doesn't.
okay.
Yeah.
So what do you? There is a. As you look up, you can see the star in the sky, and it's strange because the positioning. Correct me wrong, Cisco. The positioning of the moon, it feels like the star itself is ahead of the moon. So it's not like a bright star that it's blinding. For some reason, it's it's a star and it's kind of further it's much closer to you.
Yeah. Imagine at some point, as you look at it, you see a cloud. You will not think that the cloud will cover the moon when it passes, but the cloud goes behind the moon. So the moon is here, and the cloud just passes it behind it.
Is there something I can roll to see if I can determine what it is? Because it's kind of clearly not a star or a moon if it's that close.
Yeah.
You could do maybe some kind of survival. It might not tell you. I don't know. I would otherwise.
No. Yeah, go ahead.
Survival.
Like for. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm absolutely not the one that should be doing this with.
If anyone has like navigator's tools or something like that, no, right?
And
Navigator's tools?
unfortunately,
No.
that is a 3.
Well, on that notion, I know Errol and Bruce both have the Outlander background and have the Wanderer feature go with it, so they got a good memory for getting around. Would they understand what's going on with that? Like, that's not normal.
Yeah, you guys. I would say that just you don't need to roll. You both who have been around in nature and kind of like, this is definitely not natural. It does look like a star, but it's got an uncanny aura of darkness as well. Even though, and the color itself, you've never seen a star like that. It looks like a piece of floating round gold that is actually there, and it shines, also flickers weirdly as well.
If anyone wants to make also, no, actually not everyone. Ruin, make a history check with advantage.
Oh.
Which straightens the roll because it would have been with disadvantage.
Can I guidance myself?
Sure.
I believe in me.
That's how he does it. 80 cents.
Plus, plus the d4. Oh! 18?
Okay. A golden star? Wait. And then you start
I have notes about this!
You start remembering the mind that you started delving into when Aki's caravan came, and the wizard, the Owlin wizard, that you peered into his mind as he was discussing random thoughts about a golden star appearing everywhere. Just rambling this thought. Is this what he was referring to? But what does this mean? It kind of gets you in that thought.
I'm gonna keep that to myself right now, but I will...
If we're done stargazing, we can check the chapel now.
Bruce will go up to the chapel and will push the door open with his axis, with his shield.
It opens, it bangs, and as you look, you see 4 black marble columns supporting a vaulted ceiling of this chapel. You see all these broken pews that litters the dusty floor, and there is an altar in the middle. In this altar, you see a single candle black with a purple flame, illuminating what it seems to be an obsidian statue of a cowled figure in flowy robes. His arms are extended, and you see in the midst of casting a spell, it seems, or something like that, and his face itself is a completely utter blackness.
I'd like to check if I can recognize the hand movements and the possible architecture of the statue, as in, is
Yeah,
it
I'd like
more
to-
related?
Me too. I'd
So
like to
I don't know
I'd
if that
like
would be
to
a
see-
religion or a history check, because I assume it's an altar.
Okay, so you can do religion or history. If you want to determine which spell, you could do arcana, perhaps.
Okay.
As well.
I can
Depends.
guidance anyone who does anything, by the way.
And religion. 9, I have no idea.
That is an arcana, and that is a dirty 20. Can I? Okay.
With an arcana dirty 20, he's casting power word kill.
Hmm. Very malicious casting, that one.
With 9 religion, Bruce, you are unsure. It seems like unusual.
The way his fingers bend, like he's choking the life out of someone, that's a power word kill.
Aki hasn't gone inside. He's staying quite far behind everyone else. But is there any symbology above the door on the way in, or anything that would be able to identify?
As you look around, it kind of strikes you. There is no iconography at all. There is no holy symbols. There is nothing. Normally in this kind of churches, you will see some kind of holy symbol, maybe like a morning, like a sun, if it was the morning lord, or different things. But there is nothing. It's just black. And now you see that the edifice, the whole thing, is pretty much made of black stone.
And what Errol's going to do, he's going to look around real quick and see if there's any more doors, like any other rooms. And he's going to take out his bow just in case. And then he'll take out an arrow and he'll start searching any other rooms. So, like, basically...
Yeah, you look around and you see this structure is pretty simple. There is no back room. There is just like a one room.
Yeah, no, he's
look
just
around
gonna...
the corners because some parts are shaded and you think, okay, maybe there is something there, but it's nothing.
And he'll do one last check specifically on the ceiling if there's any bats or anything hanging off the ceiling, and that's it.
Yeah, there is a few bats, but nothing out of the ordinary. You see the odd little one around, and a raven as well, and spider webs and things.
You said there were still pews and stuff here.
Yeah, they're broken, but they're still strewn around, pieces of them.
Aki will come just inside the door and sit down in the first pew, and kind of absent-mindedly, when is a church not a church? When there's no God in it.
Well,
this is a shrine.
Well, we were told that there's no ruler here at the minute. Maybe all religion of all form of their, I suppose, deity has been removed as well.
But the symbols weren't removed; they were never on this. Just from what I can see.
I don't have all the answers. Are we resting here though? I mean, is there enough space for a 10-foot dome?
If we move some of these pews, we could make it the space.
Here's a question: are we staying here for a short time, or are we staying for longer?
I would like to do a long.
I'll take as much rest as I can get, but I understand there's pressure.
Personally, I'd rather get to the town than stay here, especially if our intention is to have a longer rest. But I'll go with the majority.
If we get to the town, we can not only gather info, but maybe pay someone to give us some form of lodging, so that might make it easier. Then again, they might not even take our currency, but we could always break into someone's house. That's worst case scenario.
Let's stop. I'll pull out. I took these coins off of those creatures from earlier.
Oh, nice one.
Houses.
Also, if we can't find anywhere, I can make the dome look like a certain colour. Maybe we can possibly find a very dark patch of the world and just kind of make it the same shade. No one would really notice all that much. Hopefully.
Or maybe those police people, they get attracted by magic and find us easier that way.
Either way, we won't make it very far if we don't get some sort of.
When Aki kind of floated towards the cemetery, which was on the edge of town, did he see any living people, or was everybody spirits?
At the time when you did, everything was like a bit. Imagine the real world felt like diffused, so you could see figures, but you couldn't really ascertain. You gathered they were probably living people. But while you are here, Aki, you feel so unusually comfortable, almost like in a mother's embrace. And you even feel like so relaxed. You gain the benefits of a short rest after a minute of being here. Only you, Aki.
Ooh.
I mean, I can roll hit die.
Yeah. You
Thank
like
God.
if you had a short rest, and you feel so at home. It's unusual.
Maybe you should all just die.
Huh?
Come back.
That's dark.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Okay, so
No!
what Errol's gonna
Bruce
do
is
is like,
going
look,
to-
you all seem like you're a little bit more beat up than I am, so you guys can make the tent, whatever, the shelter. I can stay out here, take a
Honestly,
look around.
it's fine. I'm just thinking about the two that kicked it earlier. I'm just thinking about them.
Don't you need to be around in order to keep it around, or can you be gone?
No, I will need to be in the dome for the full 8 hours for it to stay in effect.
I only need 4, and then I could spend the other time going outside, wandering the land. After all, you gotta get to know the place.
I mean, to be honest, we'll be safe in the dome. No one can enter it unless I say so. So, should hopefully be fine.
Well, if we're staying here for a longer time before we settle down, Harold, you want some company for the first watch?
No.
If
Sure.
you guys want to take a long rest, just quickly.
I'm 100% sure.
Mechanically, you will have to hold on for a few hours
And-
before that. So you could stay here maybe 3 hours chilling, and then roughly then you could take a long rest, because in terms of time, it hasn't been enough time. But you don't have any timeline rush, so you could feel free.
And
roleplay
to respond, to Bruce, Harold will just say, I appreciate it, but I don't need the company. And
Okay, so I might just ask you a question before you head off then. Away from them though. Just a question, that's all.
If you
Errol's
guys-
gonna do an insight check on you, Bruce, if that's okay.
Sure,
Sure.
just roll insight. There's nothing he wants to.
Is that okay, actually, DMs? I don't know if, like, against players. If it's
I have
okay.
absolutely no problem with it. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not trying to deceive him or anything. Or I don't know if persuasion.
No, this isn't less of like, oh, that doesn't matter. All right.
Okay. Yeah, I think the
and-
situation spoke for itself.
Yeah,
Before you guys go,
And
could you at least try to barricade the doors or something? Use the pews before you.
you can do that yourself. You got arms and legs.
When we're in the hut ruin, it'll be fine.
Harold, you might look like an asshole, but you are turning into one as well.
That makes 2 of us. All right, let's go. You. We're leaving.
As leave the hut, go outside, just outside of the chapel itself, and Bruce will say to Harold, like, "How are you feeling?"
About as well as you can feel in this dreadful place.
I mean, here. That was the thing you were worried about more than anything.
Well, the pain's gone. That's all I can say about that. So there's that, and now it's just the initial stomach uneasiness of being here that I have to get used to.
That's not what I'm getting at. You asked Bruce to put an end to you if you think you're going to lose yourself. Is that still the case?
No. And This is a hard one. The thing is, this place, it tends to make me feel a lot worse than I really am. So, no.
I'm glad.
And for that, may I have your permission, Bruce, to roll a deception? Andy?
Yeah, if you'd allow me to insight it.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yes, absolutely. Because it's at about turn from what you were feeling before.
Yeah. That's a terrible roll.
Yeah, I'm not great at insight
Which is
though,
great.
so
Yeah, so you could check out that even though you see how Harold looks, you think it's kind of odd, like he was in pain, he was practically gagging earlier, and now his voice has changed, his stance and his walking has changed a bit, and when he pulled out his arrow to check out the place, he noticed a bit of a grimace. Why would he grimace holding a weapon that he knows like the back of his hand? You think it's very, very freaking odd. But then the whole situation is odd. You definitely don't buy that Harold is 100% feeling himself or okay. Does that make sense, Andy?
yeah, I think I've got enough to work with there to respond to that. Bruce looks at Harold thoughtfully, kind of. Harold, that's a bit of an about turn from how you felt before this happened. Something just seems to be off about you. Something wrong with your bow?
Yeah, I need to get that adjusted as soon as I get back. And again, you could tell that even though he's very calm and a very delightful demeanor, you get the feeling he's looking at it like it's not even his. Like the opposite of how you would look at your weapons. Like,
Yeah.
you know this.
So he's picking up on this just as he glances at
Yep.
it. Okay. Harold, what's changed your mind? And answer me honestly, please.
It's just not my style.
Well, we both know that's not true.
Well, that's all I can give you. Sooner
Am
we
I
get these paintings.
Am I speaking to Harold Emmerfield, or am I speaking to one of those red wizard bastards that killed your brothers and sisters, your father and your mother, and everyone you knew?
Like I said, my name's Harold Emmerfield. That's who's talking to you.
And what about the rest of it?
The rest of it doesn't matter. The rest of it has a goal, and you're a part of it. And the sooner we can get it done, the sooner we can put this behind us.
Certainly hope so, Harold Emmerfield.
Certainly. Now, are we done?
Don't forget who you are. He turns around, he leaves.
Oh, I won't. And,
How long are we staying here?
I think we're staying for a long rest, Aki. You guys said you wanted to stick around.
Quite like it here.
He just sort of elbows you. Don't go to sleep just yet.
Oh,
Gentle elbow. I don't want to remove that last hit point. Last hit point.
Oh, you should have more. Didn't you?
I know, but it's only like 6 hit points in total.
actually, I got the short rest in the meantime as well. But if we're going long rest, it doesn't matter.
Bruce just winds it back and just does a hard elbow.
Oh no, I've broken his ribs, he dies.
Wrestler moves.
Sorry.
I don't know if anyone noticed there, Cisco putting a necklace on, it's just for protection for him.
Is that the thing from Little Vampire?
Whoever what it is gets a point of inspiration.
Oh, I
Can I see
know
that
what it
again?
is. It's the Shard amulet thing.
Oh.
I don't know the name of it.
I don't know that reference.
I just know it's the.
Yeah, I think
It's-
that.
Wait, you have to say what it is.
Yeah.
Is it?
Hey,
It's
what?
the
Jewelry.
emblem of.
Okay,
no,
yeah,
it's
not
the
far.
emblem of something, right?
He's
Ravenkind.
symbol.
Ravenkind.
Yeah, point of
Holy
inspiration.
Kind.
Nice.
Action.
Yeah, holy symbol of
Yeah.
Ravenkind. That's what it is. It's actually the symbol of the.
Yeah, Yeah, my brain was still
travelers in the
thinking.
domains.
My brain was still thinking Little Vampire.
Yeah. Okay, so as you guys are there on the process of taking rest, you can all roll short rest dice already because you
Short rest?
had
Okay.
enough time.
Sure.
Oh, I thought we were
And,
going for a long.
I know you are, but
Oh.
at some point, I just need to mention who's got the highest perception. I guess is
Passive perception?
passive. Anyone who's got higher than 15.
I got a
Yeah,
16.
3 people have
16.
16.
I have 16.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
3 of us have 16.
Yeah.
So the three of you, especially you, Yago, first, you sense an spirit presence. It's around a few hours have passed. You're kind of like around 11 o'clock at this point, something like that. The night outside is completely taking over the land, and you feel a presence close by to you, and you all feel it. The three of you feel it, and you hear a whisper. Don't be scared. Are you guys okay? You seem like you need help.
So Google instantly divine sense it.
Funny. I thought housebreaking was out of the plan.
As you activate your divine sense, you detect a ghost, undead ghost, but it's a spirit. You at this point, actually, as you actually realize that you hear a voice, and then you look and you see the spirit. It seems to be like a blue kind of like light, almost incorporeal, fully, and he's a young man, kind of like handsome, trustworthy demeanor.
Does Aki see him?
There. At this point, if Yagu, I guess, if there is three of you, kind of like do some kind of way to make the others aware of this.
Well, Jogu will probably take out his blade and ignite it with
as you-
fire, and that will
you
probably
you see this.
attract everyone's
Okay.
attraction.
What's wrong? What
And you
what do
see
you?
the
He's gonna put
ghost
his hands
go,
out. Let's-
oh, stop. And you see him moving back.
No, Aki's moving back. Aki's actually scrambling backwards away from him.
Please don't attack me. I'm not here to harm you.
And what are you here for?
Yeah.
I detected you are from the outer lands, and I thought all outsiders need help sometimes, and you know, I felt the presence of you in this unholy place, and I thought maybe they need a hand. I'm from here, so maybe I can
holy.
answer some questions.
I'd
Great.
like to
I'm
insight
looking for
this
some
creature.
property I lost. A blood painting of an elf along with a fairy or a dragonborn. Blood paintings. You familiar with those?
Blood paintings?
They recently came in from the outside world. You say you can sense us. Can you sense other objects that come in from the outside?
Not objects, I just feel presences.
Hmm.
Could I insight this creature to see if they are on the
Yeah.
level?
Myself
please,
as well.
Go ahead. You.
19.
I was just organising some paper.
14 is enough as well for you, Harold. Same for you, Ruan, and even for you, Ziggy. You don't feel malice on this spirit. He seems to be genuine. He just feels like you need help, and that's why he came.
We do appreciate the help. Thank you. What was your name, by the way?
Erasmus van Richten.
Erasmus Van Richten?
Anyone could make a history check at disadvantage if you guys want.
Okay.
Jogu
What about the
will
players?
remember that he had the book of Van Richten that he gave to Candlekeep.
I mean, you have heard of Van Richten's Guide to Reveloff, I guess. Okay, that will not be enough. The name sounds familiar to all of you. Like, it has a ring to it, Van Richten. But that's all you get.
Anyway. In that case, Mr. Van Richten, as we're here
Erasmus.
from the Erasmus Van Richten, whichever the name is, we're here looking for property which was taken from our group. Blood paintings. They came in from the outside. Any collectors, perhaps, of the occult blood paintings or outside materials?
I mean, there is two prominent families here. There is the Baudelaires and there is the Atlers. Maybe they know something.
And of those two, who would you say is the closest in proximity to our location?
Oh,
Their
they're
property.
both opposite each other. You just have to get into town, past the graveyard.
Who's friendlier between the two?
Who
I
has the
don't really
paintings is
know.
who I care about.
I don't really know them personally. I mean, I'm from Ribalis. It's a town
Who's
right
richer?
past the lake. Sorry?
Who's richer?
I mean, I'm not sure, but one of the houses look bigger. I guess maybe I think that's the Adler manor.
Adler.
Harold, you
Are you from the material plane?
Yes.
My father spoke of the material plane a lot. He has his apprentice is from the outer planes, actually. Do you know her? Her name is Esmeralda and Zina. Zina is from outside, from the material plane.
Those names sound
It's a big
familiar.
place. It's a big place. I'll say.
Oh,
Do you know
that's a
if
shame.
town's a safe place for people from the material plane to visit? We've met some other locals, which
Oh,
is why we're a
yes,
bit
it is.
on
I
the.
mean, and at night it's a bit dangerous because it's the Day of the Dead, you know. It's the day that we, well, I guess here on the Domains of Dread we are pretty free to roam. Sometimes it depends how you died, but especially tonight, the spirits are free and they visit the people and their relatives. There is a big celebration. I don't know why you are here. I mean,
I'm guessing that's why
there is
you're able to come out and
festivities.
greet us because of this Day of the Dead.
Oh, unfortunately, I had a horrible death, so I am bounded to the lands. I help people. I help my father, but he can never see me, so it's kind of horrible, really.
is there anything we could do to help you?
Oh, I wish you could, but just talking to me is nice. You're helping me already. I like the living. They're normally scared of me, and it's kind of horrible, but I help a lot of people in the past.
You don't seem that
I
scary.
met a girl called, what was her name? Safira. Yeah, Safira. I helped her a few months back. She was nice. Druid.
Was she like us?
She's an elf. He kind of looks around. Not, well, humanoid like you. She was like white hair, like nature girl.
But did she come from the material plane?
Yes. I think she told me she was from Never something. Never. Yeah. Oh, yes. He kind of looks around. Never with
So this Adler family, you called them. You said they're on opposite ends of towns. They're at the bigger house. Where in town are they?
Yeah. In the middle. I mean, the town
Middle?
is not large. Yeah. So you will see these two large mansions facing each other. The bigger one belongs to the Adler, and the smaller one to the Bodley.
Fatherly. Okay. Worst case scenario, we'll just get it. Thank you. You've been very helpful, Erasmus. As lovely as your home is, I am hoping that we conclude our business here.
Oh,
Well,
I just thought, are you here to claim the throne of Asalin Rex?
We'd love to.
No.
No. Don't listen to him. He does not speak for us.
Ruin's just
I'm
grinning
just
and
saying.
laughing a little bit.
He kind of smiles.
if you can even
You
fit in the
guys-
chair, you can have it. I just want my damn painting.
All right.
Okay. All right. I thought you might
We
know something.
are just for a quick picking up an item, and leaving. That's all we're here for. We just
okay,
got
that's good.
We just
What?
got attacked by some locals, and we're resting up. That's all.
Just beware of the mist. That will be my only advice if you guys want me to go. But the mist is very dangerous, and during the day it is okay, but at night, oh wow, you don't want to be
We have
caught in the mist
these.
at night.
We have these, and I'll pull out the raven pendants we were given.
Oh wow, oh that's nice. Do you have Bistani friends, I guess?
Yes, we should hopefully be fine here.
Oh, that's good, but that won't protect you from the mist. If you are actually caught in the mist, you will die. Independently.
Erasmus, I have a question for you.
Oh, of course.
Would you recommend we just make a beeline to town instead of waiting?
I mean, you seem. I mean, he looks around. You look quite bloodied and stuff, but I mean, I don't think it's that much danger. Maybe just don't go through the bridge, or
Fine, if
Staying a
everyone
bit
is so
late,
insistent on it. Erasmus,
just
if we sleep
before
here without
midnight.
creating any sort of barrier, will we be jumped in our sleep?
Hopefully not. I mean, I will take watches if I was you. You never know. A spirit like me, but not a nice one, could come in and maybe spook you out. But you look strong.
Would you
Harold.
be willing to take watch for a short shift?
Harold,
Yes.
Harold, you're forgetting. No one can enter my dome unless I say so.
I'm trying to save it in case we get into another situation.
It doesn't cast. It doesn't take long to cast, and it doesn't cost anything.
Harold, what is wrong with you?
Ruin. I'll borrow you for a second.
Of course.
If you, I can talk. Bruce can talk to Ruin.
Yeah,
once you
I
get
mean, Harold's just going to keep talking to Erasmus then in that case.
I'll start
Yeah,
telepathically
that's cool.
talking
I'll
to
take
Bruce and
watches.
Ruse.
At the end of the pew, you hear a couple of bits of wood clack together, and Aki has clearly fallen over, but you can't see him.
Aki, you all right?
I'm fine.
Come
I'm
over
staying
next to
here.
me. Come over here next to me and Ruin.
Yeah, come talk to us for a little bit.
Yeah. Stand by me.
I'm fine where I am, thank you. You can't
Alright.
see him.
Yeah, he knows where you are, though.
So, you know anything about the person up there, and he'll point towards the statue doing power word kill. That's a power word kill spell, so I'm assuming a very powerful spellcaster was either worshipped or lived here.
Yeah, that guy. We don't really say his name anymore. Well, a long time ago, but he kind of looks around. Yeah, I won't say it. Don't worry. Yeah, he's he's very powerful. It's weird because this church used to belong to the Morning Lord, but there has been so many churches on the domains of Dread that keep changing, like this one. He had a cult, a lot of followers, but he's dead now. Don't worry.
Yeah, it appears whatever's dead here doesn't stay dead. And, Andy and you guys can have that. This is the conversation, Erasmus. But
Sure.
Yeah, he's the nameless one, the god of secrets. He'll whisper to you.
Ruse will hold his hand out to Ruin to gesture him to stand on it so he can place him on his shoulder and hinting that he wants to just sort of talk to him quietly with him right there. And he'll sit in the corner a bit further away from everyone else.
I'll start telepathically talking so I can talk to Bruce.
Oh, okay.
And I will also talk out loud to you.
Something's going on with Harold. Not just physically. Up here. This is what he's getting from the telepathic communication, if I can communicate back with you, I mean.
Do you want me to try and read his thoughts? I was already thinking about doing it, but he's different, he's changed.
Outside, he said that bow of his is not his style. He's changed his mind about wanting me to end him if he was to lose himself. He also hinted at the fact he doesn't really feel anything for the loss of his family to those red wizards. So yeah, if you can check out what's going on in there without getting caught, go for it.
If I don't like what I'm seeing, maybe we should bound him for now.
I don't know. I hope we've got a bit of time. We just get those bloody paintings.
Yeah, I don't trust him. He wants to break into houses. He wants to do evil things. Things that normally I would have done, or maybe Ziggy.
If it meant surviving, I would have broken into someone's house.
Yes, but I feel like it's not the same as he wants to survive, more as he wants to... I can't put a thumb on it, but he's just... That's not Harold.
That's just exactly, we don't know. If you could have a look, take a peek. Please don't get caught, though. Or just flub it as you're just being a dick or something, I don't know.
If I do get caught, and if I give you the signal, I'm gonna telepathically tell him this. If you see me rub my nose, we need to hold him down.
Bruce will stand up and just be ready to do that then. But I don't. Bruce not expecting anything to happen because he knows Rue's quite good at slipping in and out and then flubbing it. Nah, this is just what I do. Because no one's really had a pop at him for popping into their heads. So
I'm gonna walk over to everyone and Ziggy, how are you feeling, by the way? Yagu, are you okay? And as I'm talking to him, I'm going to,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna talk to Ziggy.
I'm very annoyed at the minute. Every time I try and do the spell, someone keeps talking to me. I'm just trying to get this dome up. But I'm okay.
Are you talking about me? Am I distracting you?
Nope. It's just we keep talking. We're all very nervous and tense at the minute. I'm trying to do a spell, and you all keep then mentioning something that's interesting. And I'm a nosy little shit, you know this. Just trying to do the spell. I have to keep restarting.
You're right, Ziggy. I apologize, Ziggy. Good luck with the spell.
It's fun. And he starts the fourth time trying to make the dome.
Yeah. You hear, as you're doing the dome, you hear Harold still talking to Erasmus, and at this point, Erasmus is telling you what happens to someone if they happen to die since the star came to this world, and he's going like, yeah, it's weird when the king disappeared after his ascension, this weird star appeared on the sky, and since he started, anyone who dies turn into a zombie. So they have to burn their corpses. It's been really, really inconvenient, so make sure you don't die here.
And this star, it's been here
roll.
long. And they just having that
a
conversation.
few months since Asalin Rex left, the king of Darkon, he had the hour of ascension. It was quite unusual, and since then he just vanished and no one is seen him again. And that star is there day and night. It's just so uncanny. I thought maybe being from outside, you guys know something about it.
Well, certainly wasn't interesting enough to pique our interest, but very interesting enough to know given the current situation. In that case, this could be problematic.
Hello?
Friend of yours?
Hello? You begin
He
to hear a
looks-
voice coming up.
He
from the door.
vanishes. You see Erasmus disappear.
Oh,
Is there anyone there? You hear a woman's voice.
Ogo will use Divine Sense once again.
Okay. As you cast Divine Sense, if you get no presence of Fiend Fae or anything like that. You see
Is everyone are we all like kind of in a
just
group
gonna
setting?
immediately. You'll see Arrow's hand on his hand crossbow.
Are we all grouped up together real quick? Like, are we all like within?
I was next to Erasmus. I don't know where you guys were.
I got close
I
to you
have
guys.
food. If you are
Mhm.
if you are looking for food, I have food. And you begin to see a hand kind of starting to push the door a little bit more to look inside.
Am I near the door at all, or can I get near the door before she fully opens it?
You're close to the door, yeah.
Okay. And she starts to open it. I'm just gonna kind of like lean away and towards the wall. Like, you know how the door is opening towards me? I'm just gonna go more towards the wall.
Okay. Who, apart from, I guess, Harold and Aki, who would be visible at this point?
I'm
Bruce
going
will be
to
visible,
Yeah.
but I'm still waiting to see what Ruin can get from his detect thoughts bit.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna
that
be
is
as in
currently
that.
interrupted. So as this is happening and you're doing all this at the same time, you see a woman wearing kind of a black kind of simple tunic dress. She has a kind of black scarf on as well, kind of tied to kind of cover her thing, kind of like a white collar. She has some simple white gloves as well as she kind of pushes the door open. Oh. Hello.
And behind her, immediately, she'll feel a hand crossbow with like the tip pointing at her back.
Do you push it into
You're
her
just
back?
like, kind of like I just tap her with it. Like it's not like meant to be like dug in.
No! I'm sorry.
Hey,
I don't have anything. Just food.
Got it.
I'm so sorry. Please.
You make a habit of walking into abandoned churches, offering food.
No, I saw a few people.
Who are you?
entering. My name? My name is
And he'll move it, and he'll tap her head. I said,
Catalin.
who are you?
Catalin. My name is Catalin.
Catalin?
Yes. I'm one of the maids of the Baroness.
Maid to who?
The Baroness? Are you not from here? You do not know who she is?
And he'll just slightly dig it into her head. I'm the one talking here.
Harold, drop the crossbow.
Yeah, Bruce goes over and actually pushes the weapon away from her at that. It's like, enough. Put it down.
Being awfully naive. Someone who clearly has the confidence to walk into a church and you're all just gonna have a normal conversation instead of taking the situation.
Put it down.
Bruce.
Miss, what brings you here?
I just saw you all. I was just walking through the cemetery and I saw you all in the distance, well, a few of you walking into this, and I thought you might be people that have been lost or looking for lodging.
Is anyone with you?
Oh no, I'm on my own, but I was heading back to the mansion now.
Actually, that could be quite useful. What's that rune? Sorry.
I think we should still stay here. We could go to the mansion later.
Yeah.
If you're okay here, I can leave you alone. That's okay.
Thanks
That's
for
fine.
offering. We'll be safe enough here.
And please don't tell anyone you saw us.
You also notice, I'll just add something, that on the back, as you Errol pointed the bow
The
and
hand
arrow, you
crossbow.
notice,
It was a hand crossbow. So, yep.
yeah, the hand crossbow. You notice that she's got some kind of mask, but it's kind of turning around. You know, like it looks like a mask of a skull that she was maybe wearing, and you gather that's to do with the celebration that is going on. It's some kind of like symbolism you've seen already. The vampires were wearing them too.
I'll take note of that and just kind of remember it in case I need to shape change for it.
I'll be like, actually, and I'll tap onto her head. The mask you're wearing. Can you hold it up for a second?
Can you stop tapping me on the head, please?
Yeah, Bruce puts that pushes it down again.
Okay.
Put it away.
Sure. She unties it and she. It's just a mask for the celebrations.
And can I inspect whether it is it like a cheaply made mask or is it like an expensive mask, like something that could be replicated fairly easily?
As you look at this one and you remember looking at the ones that the Kagra police were wearing, this one is very well made. This one looks pretty pristine, nicely colored, perhaps a gift or something like that, but quite nice.
I'm gonna offer 2 of the Draconian coins, and apologies, he's forgotten his manners.
Ah, you got these coins. But you're not
Yeah.
from here?
No, we're new. We actually just did someone a favor and they paid us.
Okay. If you go into town, we do have a tavern there. I'm sure they're giving drinks out for the Day of the Dead, and there's a lot of people that you can talk to. This is pretty dull, and you may be visited by some ghosts.
Those masks, you got any more of those, or you know where outsiders could possibly get some, per se?
I'm sure there's a stall in the town that you could probably purchase it from if there's any left.
How far
I'm
is
sorry.
it to town, miss?
Oh, it's just a few moments, maybe about 15-20 minutes walk from here. Not too far.
Bruce will turn to everyone and say, I know the hut's a good idea. Still personally would rather get to town and find lodging in a tavern.
If that's what we can do, it'd probably be easy at this point. I just think maybe a festival would be good now that other people are not with us. Maybe some sort of stress reliever, even if we are in this dark place.
It's not really
Just-
too bad.
just saying.
Sir. It's really nice.
How do you feel about the police here?
The police?
Yeah,
They're okay.
you guys,
Yeah.
they're okay. You guys get along. You like them?
I mean, they don't disturb us in Darkon. No, of course not. It's just they have their duties. Anyone that's trying to trespass into Darkon itself. Well, now that he's not there, maybe they're a bit more on edge.
Oh, he? Of
As in
course, yeah.
Rex.
He.
Good to know. Thank you very much, Miss.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll come into town in about an hour. We just gotta pack our thing.
Oh, I didn't get your names.
You don't need that. Just know that we're just a group of outsiders.
Okay.
Outside this point too.
Yeah,
2.0.
Oh, why would you say that? I was trying to not say that.
I'll be like,
Bunch of
and for the future, Miss, probably not a smart idea to walk into an abandoned church following a group of people who you could even tell from a distance were well armed. Just to be courteous.
I thank you, I guess. I'm all right.
Again, he's forgotten his manners, but thank you.
She kind of looks down. Oh, you're very welcome.
Can I insight check her?
Sure, go
Do I
ahead.
think she's like evil or mean?
Yeah,
I'd quite like to as well.
What are you particularly trying to figure out?
I want to see if she's if she's attentive, if she's like looking us up and down. I'm just trying to get a feel if she's trying to study us in the sense of not curiosity, but like sizing us up.
Yeah,
Bruce, you're the
That's
same.
the dang nasty kind of evil.
I'd like to just see if she's being honest with us. That's all. If I get a good feeling or a bad feeling, that kind of thing.
Okay.
I should have asked if I could add guidance to myself. I'm an idiot.
I will guide
Doesn't matter.
anyone who needs it or wants it.
Oh,
Don't think
thank
it's gonna
you.
help me.
She seems being honest, quite earnest. She's basically, when she came in, she actually thought you were stragglers or someone that may be seeking help. From the conversation she's had with Errol, she seems a bit more spooked now in that sense, and the questioning of your name, perhaps she was just asking because you may be wanting here to be causing any trouble, but overall, she seems to just be okay now, and she wants to kind of leave the situation. So she begins to be like, okay, well, if you ever,
Yeah, no, sorry. I deeply apologize about that one. Working on him. His
That's
name was
okay.
Ruin.
Ruin,
Yeah, we're from across the bridge.
you crossed the bridge? Brave of you. I'm sure you've heard of the folklore, right?
Yeah, of course we have. We've read the book.
Beware of
The
the
tales.
bridge. It's
Yes, we're
it's
just
not
brave
real,
people.
though. It's not real.
Good to know.
Well,
And don't go inside that.
Go ahead.
I will also insert that and guidance myself.
Sure.
Because I've been rolling like shit.
Oh, Yagu.
Oh, nice.
Oh, well, the one time I rolled good.
Plus a D4.
Yeah.
Hey, dirty 20.
Both of you, when she says that, she seems to be telling the truth. There's nothing. She just thinks it's just a myth, a legend.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Oh,
should we go into town? Could be better than the hut.
I'd like to.
I mean,
Get us a drink as well.
if you follow me, I can guide you there.
That
Even
would
though it's
be
a straight,
nice.
straight,
that would be
straight
very
path.
Actually-
useful.
That would be.
That-
We'd be very grateful.
Hmm.
And Errol is very sorry.
Which one is Errol?
Bruce
The bald
spots
one.
Ruin and is just like, don't push it.
And you will just see Errol glaring at you, Ruin.
Gee,
Yes,
don't push it.
well,
Really
being
sorry
into new customs, it certainly takes some getting used to.
It's okay, I understand. If you ever,
Oh, I don't think you do.
maybe not. But if you ever want some tea, please. I'm sure the Baroness would love to have you around for tea as newcomers to the town. Come visit anytime. But I'll wait for you guys outside if you want me to be your guide to town.
You could just wait for us in town.
Okay, I'll go ahead then, and I may or may not be there because I've got duties as a maid.
Right.
Just give us a minute, and if you just wait a minute outside, if we don't come out in a minute, it's all good. Just to go without us. Is that acceptable?
Oh, of course. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And
man.
as soon as the door closes, she steps outside. Immediately, Errol's device goes off. You can see he activated Planar War and is pointing the hand crossbow at Ruin. Give me one fucking reason I shouldn't blow your brains out right now.
I command
Put it
you to
down.
drop the crossbow.
Is there a save for that, or is it just
Yes,
I
there
just
is.
do it? What's the save?
You guys, if you're gonna cast a spell like that, you guys should roll initiative before that happens. Just
Okay,
so you
well, I'll do it
do
anyway, just in case if it does escalate. I mean, I imagine it
Yeah.
won't because of what'll happen.
If you do it, then yeah, I think it's good. So then that will determine who acts first, because you are
Okay.
casting a spell. And
I mean,
you
I'm
will
not.
see-
I'm not
what the
necessarily
hell?
shooting him yet. I'm just
I was gonna
I'm-
say it didn't sound like he was shooting me.
like it's not like
so
a
you will
shot.
see like a slow motion. So you will see that Ruan starts casting a spell. You get to act first.
It's
Errol.
only verbal.
You gave her my
it's just
name.
initiative, but the same.
No, I
like
got you.
Yeah.
It's mechanically
And
I know it's
just-
anti-chematic.
Just pointing it, it'll be like, you gave her my goddamn name. And I'm ready
terms of-
in action. So I
Yeah.
guess at this point it's more readying an action to shoot him with a planar warrior hand crossbow if he does any action. So I guess that'll just go off as he says the command, I guess.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He can change as you are going first. He can change what he does on his turn, like you could do on
So
initiative.
my
So you're
question is
holding
then-
an action. Just one sec. You're holding an action to shoot him if he takes any action of any kind.
Hostile action or any actions against me specifically. Yeah, I should
Alright.
clarify that.
So go again, Lucky.
So my question is then, if I command him to drop the crossbow, would he shoot me before I could command him to drop it?
This is something that we just think of. We
Do you
we
wanna-
use we use the same rules as a normal combat with any enemy. So in the moment you start casting, we roll initiative because the spell
that's
is not
fine.
instant. It takes 6 seconds. So on those 6 seconds, because that's what it takes, you start to babble the spell. It's not a one word; it's a few words. So on that point, Errol get to react first. So you can change your mind when it gets to you or what you do then. You know, it
I
doesn't
could,
happen.
if you want, I could make a fate roll whether it even happens at all because it could be just Errol gets caught by surprise.
Okay,
and-
now you go initiative, so it's
being-
okay. Ziggy,
Okay.
what do you do? You see this
Um,
happening. Errol
I
is
was-
looking like he's gonna attack Ruan if he does something.
I'm keeping an eye on the trigger
what
finger
trigger?
specifically,
Yeah,
and I was basically, I was basically just going to be ready to silvery barbs him in case he does actually start attacking.
All right, and Yagu, you see that they are about to get into some kind of debate, argument. Do you do something? I'm sorry, Ruan. You should have rolled the natural 20. Everyone is gone before you. I'm sorry, bro.
No, they're
You
actually
should've
coming
rolled
after me.
better.
They're not coming after Ruin. They're coming after me.
Yagu, do you do something on your turn? Do you diffuse the conversation? Because everyone seems to be ready to fight. Why doesn't no one say, guys, don't argue? I don't know.
Because we're waiting our turn right now. We're not allowed to
know,
speak
I
right
know,
yet. Let us speak, damn it!
So,
Let us speak.
Yagu, what do you do?
I'm willing to tackle Errol if he shoots.
Okay.
So I will use both my actions to.
like, okay,
Restrain him
seeing
and
that
then
it's
make him
Errol's
prone.
turn, he hasn't shot yet, so he's just pointing. No, you know what's fair? The action is to ask Ruin, what the hell are you doing? Why shouldn't I try to blow your brains out? That's really the action. The action is that dialogue. There you go, just to make it easier.
Okay.
Sure. Bruce and Ziggy. Ziggy, you took your turn. You are holding the silvery bars. Bruce and Aki. Aki first, actually.
Aki has been slowly moving around the outside wall during this entire exchange with the ghost, and then with the woman. Yeah, he cast invisibility on himself about 15 minutes ago. Because as soon as the ghost turned up, he freaked out. So he's now that that's gone, I guess he's kind of down towards where the big hooded figure's statue is, and he's kind of looking up at it, wondering why he feels as comfortable as he does. And that will be it. That will he won't spend any more actions than that.
Okay, alright, perfect. And then it goes to you, Bruce.
Bruce
what would you
will Bruce will quickly but calmly stand between them both. Hands at his
Move.
side, no weapons drawn. He's just going to say, "Put the weapon down."
He gave her my name. When we're trying to be incognito, she's a maid for one of the two powerful families here, and this location's compromised.
This location was already compromised when the ghost wandered in, and she did say your name. He never said who Errol was. Any one of us could be Errol. The only name he's given away was his own. Put the weapon down.
He looked at me as he said my name.
And I'll repeat again, put the weapon down. We have to go and speak to her bosses anyway. And then we'll have to speak
Actually, we don't have to deal with her bosses. There's the other family, the one in the middle. The Adlers. That's who I was gonna suggest we go after anyway, until we were interrupted. Also, nobody found it odd how a maid is just gonna wander into an abandoned building and offer food in the domain of dread. Nobody found that odd, and all of you are just giving her information, just being all casual, la-di-da, when you don't even consider that she has bosses who may own a big portion of where we're trying to go.
Put the
Harold,
weapon
we're
down.
trying.
Your fucking
calm.
naivete is gonna get us all killed. And the fact that you stand up for this little shit here is gonna get us all killed.
The only people threatening us right now is you. Look what you're doing.
That is
Look
your
at what
turn
you're
if you
doing.
want, Lucky. While this
Yeah,
is happening,
sorry.
if you want to take an
Yeah.
action, you can.
I saw you kept
guys keep
pointing, and I was
talking.
like, I was like,
sorry
even
sorry
more
about that. I
confused.
got
Oh,
a little
yeah,
scared.
it's
Sorry
You
about
guys
that.
keep going, you know, like, but
So,
just to
would you
ruin
say
if
they're
you want,
plenty-
you can.
Would you say they're plenty distracted between Bruce and Harold arguing?
What you
Um,
sense is that Bruce is really diffused the thing. Bruce, make a persuasion check or intimidation if you're going for that on Errol, if that's what you feels like you are kind of like trying to convince him to calm down. If you want, you can do that. And you
Can I
feel
make a
that,
request that
Mhm.
you make it at advantage?
Sure, yeah, of course.
DMs, are you okay with that? Like, there is a reason for it.
Yeah, of course.
I would,
That's perfect.
I mean, I would like to roll intimidation. He's not trying to scare Errol. That's not what he's trying to do. He's just trying to. I don't know how Errol responds to him being in his range, just saying, "You're the only one trying to kill us right now. Put the weapon down." What would you? I mean,
I guess you can do a mix like I did on Sunday the other day. Like it's kind of like a persuasion using your physique in a way. You know, like bodybuilders can be quite threatening without actually having to be intimidating. It's just like if you stand
Okay.
like quite close to him, and you don't have to be intimidating, so you can do whichever one of the two you want.
could
And
it
there
be
is a
common-
reason.
You don't use
I'm
your
going to roll
muscles.
persuasion. I'm going to roll persuasion
Okay.
because it makes more sense. I'll be obviously advantage, so I've got to be fair.
Yeah, and there
Yeah.
is DMs. I do have a reason, which I will privately tell you
Motherfucker.
guys. Yeah,
I-
Mother.
Roll an
fucker.
insight towards that, Herald, versus. You could still
on.
roll it.
Why did you do it with disadvantage? It doesn't matter, but I was just curious.
Oh, did I have
it should
that?
be in the
Advantage.
private
No,
advantage.
that was
yeah.
an advantage. It was, yeah, because
Yeah.
the 8 is the one that's
Okay.
highlighted.
Yeah, got you.
Come on, roll 20. Don't be a dick. It's a
Oh.
dick.
I'll silvery
So-
barbs that. Silvery
Yep,
barbs that.
silver barbs. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
disadvantage.
Thank you, Luke. Okay.
Yep.
So I gotta roll another one. Hold on. There we go. That's much better. Oh wait, yeah.
It
Not
needs
to-
it.
no,
Needs it.
if it's a tie, the person who started the action is the one who wins.
Yeah, so Bruce,
Oh.
you got it. Yeah, Andy, you
Yeah,
got
I
it.
believe. I
In
think
that
it's
case-
like if it's a tie, either nothing happened. I just can't remember, but it's one of the two.
I get the
So-
impression Joey wants this to succeed, so Bruce is still very
So
much
let's
like
say succeed, just to make
yeah.
it
So
easy.
Bruce is still saying,
So-
"Put the weapon down." And he just
So
repeat,
you
as he
see
says,
this.
"You're the only one trying to kill one of us right now.
Yeah,
Look
so
at
you see
yourself.
that happening, Ruin.
Yeah.
Put it down."
And so as he's holding it up like this, very well. And you'll notice that he grimaces for a second as he is struggling to get up. Fine.
Thank you. Now, I think we should move to the town. We'll find lodging there. We've got 2 different groups of people we can speak to find out where this crate of those canvases are. We all in agreement on that? He looks around.
Definitely.
You look towards Aki, and Aki's just looking up into.
Invisibly.
Aki's invisible, but Bruce can. I suppose Bruce doesn't well enough to. Aki would probably be over there.
Yeah.
Aki,
Aki,
if you want, you
Actually,
can
you would hear for Aki is because he's muttering to himself the prayer he normally says to the traveler, just over and over and over.
You
Yeah.
can make
Easy.
a perception or investigation check, Aki, if you are that close to the statue as well.
Okay. At disadvantage still. Perception or investigation? I'll still take perception. Yeah.
You don't need it a lot. You actually realize that just behind the statue there seems to be some kind of little piece of something that has fallen off. It looks like a black chain, some kind of something just there.
Can I go around and have a look at what that is then?
Yeah, you see it seems to be some kind of holy symbol. The actual chain of it is made out of black crystal, and the symbol itself is like a miniature baby. Imagine like a baby like this, like flat, and it's got no face, and it's dangling from that pendant. So it's like a holy. You recognize it be a holy symbol of some sort.
You look around. No ghosts visible. So we'll cast Mage Hand, and I suppose therefore dispelling invisibility because he's cast the spell, and used Mage Hand to pick up that thing, so he doesn't have to interact with it himself.
Yeah, you pick it up. At this point, you become visible again, and you are holding in your. How does your Mage Hand normally looks like, actually?
It's normally just it's a red hand that kind of slips off the end of his.
Okay, so at this point it will be the same red hand, but instead of being normal, it's a skeletal hand.
Ugh.
Slightly disconcerted by that as well, but skeletons aren't the point of fear just yet.
Yeah.
So it's kind of,
You
I guess, holding it and kind of swinging it a little bit.
Cute.
Right. You okay over there, Aki?
No, absolutely not. But I heard everything. Are we all going to kill each other in this shithole, or are we going to go down the road past the graveyard?
Let's hope for the latter.
Let's just go to town. I think we've just had some pretty shitty experiences lately. We're all in this together, right?
Does anybody recognize this thing? I said there were no holy symbols, but I think maybe I found one.
Oh, I can identify it for you.
Does that tell us what it would symbolize, or does that just tell me if it's magic?
I mean, maybe. I'm getting mixed fucking signals from my spell list.
What would you like us to
You
do?
can make a religion
Yeah.
check, any of you, at disadvantage.
You know
as
what?
well.
I'm going to
I mean-
religiously inspect it instead of casting
You-
magic, Aki.
To meta here, Erasmus did tell Errol specifically about it, but Errol hasn't said anything.
16 for Aki. He's rolled double 16s.
None of you actually had enough. It seems like a holy symbol from some kind of deity you don't recognize.
Maybe
But,
maybe
but
Candlekeep
Errol,
will know.
you could-
Oh,
Would
Is that
it's,
enough?
still not enough. You need
Ah.
a little
Oh.
bit. I'm sorry. It
Guidance,
was a
guidance.
DC 18 because it's not from where you are.
Guidance,
Guidance?
guidance.
Oh, not
That's a little late for
far.
guidance.
I'll say that's super meta. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fair
Then,
enough. Fair enough.
Will creepy mage hand drop that into the bag of holding, still never having touched it with his own hand.
Make a fate roll,
Okay.
Aki, actually. Just Aki.
I'm famously good at these. Statistically high. Oh, squeaky.
Hey,
Lord.
Okay. You look at it, and as you're kind of dropping it in, it's not as if it just looks a little familiar, but then it just and then you just kind of drop it in your bag. That's all you get. Just this kind of
Okay.
familiarity, but that's it.
Okay.
But you don't know where. What are you guys doing?
I think I'd like to leave.
I think we're all leaving at this point. Yeah.
As you open the
Okay.
door and you look outside, the maid's not there. You guys told her to leave after a minute. You guys were in there for a while, and she has actually at this distance. When you look,
Fair enough.
Bruce, you can see her starting to walk down. In
Sure
the
thing.
distance.
If that's your decision, no problem at all. But based on what you said, a combat round is 6 seconds because we're all kind of moving at the same time.
Mhm.
I don't know how. And then Bruce then asked the question, "Are we all going?" And we're kind of yes. Well, Aki was looking for that thing. Would that have been a minute?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
assume with the diffusion of the
She's
situation.
not disappeared. You can see her in the distance. She's starting to
Yeah.
walk off. That's it.
Okay.
So
Let's go at a brisk pace, shall we? Let's go.
all right. As you guys
Right.
move along,
And you.
eventually you get up to her. She's startled as she kind of turns around. Oh, it's you guys. You caught up. I mean, you told me to wait for a minute, but I didn't think that you were gonna come. But I'm glad you did.
We had a few things to pack up. That's all. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, follow. Do you guys want any snacks?
I look at Aki.
Aki looks about as not pleased, but certainly a damn sight happier than he's been for the last couple of hours.
I've got a little. I've got some bread, with pumpkin seeds on top.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That would be very nice.
it's nice and looks like a nice loaf of bread.
On the walk there,
Absolutely.
Bruce will sort of walk beside Ruin again, and will sort of hint at him if he'd be willing to jump on his hand and sit on his shoulder so he could talk quietly to him again.
Mm-hmm.
You got a chance now.
Of course I do.
If you need to jump out in and out quickly, just go back into my head or something. It's fine.
I'm not scared of Harold, and I appreciated your help, but
Yeah. Ruin, when we get back to civilization, out of this hellhole, I owe you an explanation as well. But let's get out of this alive first, eh?
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Protect
go.
thoughts.
All right. So how does? Hold on. I'm trying to remember how it
Wisdom
works on my
save.
end.
First, give
16.
Can you share it?
It's the surface thoughts bit, isn't it? Is that safe?
Yeah. Just
Holy
what
shit.
your kind of go with what your just
Yeah.
your emotions are at the moment. Maybe some phrases, and then if he decides to delve more deeper, then you make the save, and then after that, you can give him
Okay.
more info.
Yeah.
So basically, what you get from the surface thoughts, there's a lot of hatred and anger, and while you can detect that some of it is specific towards you, it's not that much more compared to in general. So it's like maybe compared to everything, and then there's you that's like barely compared to everything else. And you get that vibe as he looks around, and even if he sees Aki and Yagu and all that, you just get this sense that a very aggressive, a very disgusted kind of emotion that's going through him right now. Even towards Yagu, who, to your knowledge, so towards everybody as he looks around, even towards this maid, you get this feeling of, there's not really a good word for it, but like snobbery, or like, what's the proper word for it? Disdain. There you go. Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So he's taken a level of edgelord. I'll write that down.
Yep. And so surface thoughts wise, feelings, emotions, and all that—that's what you get from him. Definitely a lot more.
And then I'll go ahead and start to pry even further, and I'll
So
whisper.
wisdom saving throw, right?
Mhm.
Oh, shit.
And I'll whisper to Bruce. He's.
Wise.
This is not Harold. He hates.
Oh,
Oh fuck. Oh, fuck.
I don't know if that passes or not.
Does the person know if he succeeds, actually?
Yes.
He knows that
Yeah, I
someone.
believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so you
Someone.
will
I wonder
know,
who.
You will know Errol straight away. That someone is actually Ruin because he does it all the time.
Oh, that's gonna be
Yeah.
bad.
You little shit. And he'll turn around immediately, and he'll aim a bow this time. Why?
Why what? You're my friend. We always do this.
I'm gonna roll an attack roll on him.
Okay, roll initiative again,
Yep.
guys. Damn it, again. Why?
Sorry.
This to wait to the
This
number.
Dave, it makes you feel
is
better.
those two's business.
Yeah,
I'm not
only
getting in
them
this.
two at this. I will say only these two. Them two for
Okay.
now. Just keep it simple, and then.
So, Ruin, you get
after
to react?
Guys, act. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you see that happening, Ruin. You see that Errol is about to shoot you.
You're on my shoulder, so do with that what you will.
I mean, Ruin goes first. Yeah.
I will.
And you could tell without an insight check, he's gonna attack you.
Shit. There's two things I could do here to stop him from attacking. One's the very passive, but it's gonna cost me a 3rd level spell, and one's just bonk.
But you could take the dodge action. Says.
A raven
Takes the
passes.
dodge action.
Dodge! Dodge!
I don't want to burn my spell slots yet. I will take the dodge action.
Okay, so that's perfect.
Yeah, I'll say, Aki, as you already roll as well, is it something you would like to do to defuse this situation? You see they are about to attack each other, clearly.
This is the very uncomfortable part for Aki because he's not quite stabilized himself yet. So it's overcorrection. He'll just walk in between the two and just stand and stare at Harold.
I don't know what it is about you all. Just have a very suicidal tendency. First, he walks in front of me, gesturing to Bruce. Then he proceeds to reveal a name, and then he proceeds to read my thoughts. And now you are here with half a soul.
Ouch.
There's nothing else that's going to happen. He's going to stand and stare at you,
Okay.
and it's
so
not even
Ruin-
expecting you. It's not even expecting you not to attack. It's just being in the way.
So, Errol, is your turn.
Yeah.
Saki is just there, diffusing the attack. What do you do?
And
You can still change.
the way here's the way I see it. I'm stuck here with you all for my property. One of two things can happen here. We can have it all go out right now, and I'll walk away. Or we can walk into a town, control your little reptile, and we won't have any more problems. He tries to read my thoughts again. I will drop all of you where you stand.
I will continue to do what I want, Harold. You know that.
I'll do it
Ruin,
at
be quiet.
disadvantage. Can I make the attack roll at Ruin?
Yeah.
I'll do it
of
at
course.
disadvantage if I have to. Just kind of shoving Aki aside, I guess, or I don't know if that's... Or actually,
Yeah.
I have a better idea. I'm going to, after hearing that remark, Harold's going to be like, Your choice. And you'll notice Aki's the only one who's going to know what Errol's going to do. The tattoos start to glow, and in the blink of an eye, Errol just vanishes. And I will post the ability right here of what he just did as a bonus action. Aki would know this because this is what Aki proposed to Errol. And what Errol's going to do is he's going to move about a good 25, 30 feet to be behind Ruin. And then as soon... And he's going to ready...
As you enter the ethereal plane, you see ghosts everywhere, blue forms just populating, headless ones, adventurers, people from the village, all of them, like all around.
My way! Right? And then... Errol's gonna go move where he's supposed to move, and basically, at the end of the turn, Errol's gonna ready a sharpshooter shot at Ruin, but from behind, right. 25, actually 30 feet away.
1 second, Cisco. Domain of Dread. If anyone tries to teleport or go into the ethereal plane, what happens?
On the ethereal plane, on the ethereal plane is okay. Yeah, that's on Barovia because the strat influence escape. Okay. This one is okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But you're
safe.
All just out of character. All your spells have altered by dark magic, dark powers. So that's why things look different. Everything that you do looks much more darker and weird.
It'll be like a black hole just consumed Errol, as he says, your choice.
Things like that. So you guys feel free to flavor as dark as you want to go.
So you reappear at the end of your turn. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and then readying my action as soon as my turn ends, immediately sharpshooter shot, 2 cold arrows at Ruin.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make that now. I'm gonna turn on sharpshooter.
Is there a step in action or?
It's a bonus action. Bonus action.
Is there any chance since we're sharing the same space?
Point.
Or not sharpshooter.
I have a plan. Don't worry.
And
ethereal step bonus action. Then your action, you stay on the plane, right? On the ethereal plane.
Yeah, until the end of my turn. And as soon as my turn ends, my readied action, not sharpshooter, but favored foe is going to be on 2 shots with 2 cold arrows at Ruin specifically. That's up to you guys, however you want to interpret whether arrow hits or not.
Is favored foe is action or bonus action? No,
it relies on me hitting. It's an ability.
Okay.
It relies on me hitting. So so it's only if I hit.
But your reaction is gone though, in that sense, because you're holding.
There is no. It doesn't cost a reaction.
No, you're holding.
No, just to hold your action.
It uses your reaction as well. So at the end of your turn, this is now out of your turn. You release your reaction as your 2 arrows go through. Go ahead.
Yep. Okay.
You can only shoot 1.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, right. I can't use both. Well, that's fine. I'll just do that then.
Okay.
And
that's a 24 to hit.
Huh.
Oh, disadvantage. Disadvantage, right. Sorry. Alright. Disadvantage. I forgot to roll the other roll. The other one is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, bollocks.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
And favored foe should be on, so that's 7 plus 1 plus 2, so that's 10 plus 6 for favored foe, so that's 16 damage.
Does dodge action, does that increase my AC at all or anything?
No, it's just, it gives me disadvantage on hitting you. And I already rolled it, so that's 16 damage right there from that shot.
I see.
And you'll see Arrow just pop up 30 feet away from you, diagonally. As a cold arrow just pierces you, Ruin.
Shield does not help me. Damn it.
I think just to make this a bit more quickly, what we'll do is Ruin, you decide what you want to do, and then after we'll just go around the table before we get back to Errol, ignoring the initiative in that sense, just to see how they are going to diffuse the situation or what they're going to do. So Ruin, you get hit by this arrow. Yeah. What do you do?
After that, I'm done playing the nice guy, and I'm going
You and me both.
I'm going to clap my hands and put a you're gonna see a mark across Errol's chest, and I'm going to put bonus action X-Blade's Curse on him.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I will take out the scythe, and I'm just going to unleash several bolts of energy from the scythe. I'm going to use Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
All right.
Roll to hit.
I can tell you the AC just in case it's
19
18.
and 20 both crit, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Oh shit!
No, he got me. Okay, so how much damage is that?
Oh, it's gonna be a lot.
Yep.
It's at 3rd level.
It also has his charisma added to it.
As well. To make
Is it
easier.
double the damage dice for Guiding
Oh no,
Bolt?
it's okay. Yeah, you can either. We normally double the dice, so up to you.
Double
So
the
it's 6d6 and it's double dice, so it's 12d6, I think.
I mean, you
Is
can
it
just do
12d6?
66 and then double the damage if you want.
Yeah,
to
the number.
Or
Oh,
it's up to you guys.
Or you want to roll.
Oh!
Up to you.
So it's 7. Wait, let me double check.
17, so that's 66. Well, 17 times 2, right? So that's 34 damage.
Oh.
34 points of damage.
Yeah.
Plus
34?
plus
Okay.
Plus,
Oh, the
plus
hex, right. So
X-Blade's
39.
Curse,
Yeah.
So plus 5.
So 39. Okay.
plus 3, so
Wow.
All right.
Oh,
how
wait,
much was
plus
that,
3 or plus
39?
5?
yeah. Plus 3.
Okay, so instead of 39, it's 37. Okay. Alright.
All of you see this kind of slow motion. An arrow hits Ruin. Ruin kind of uses his hand to kind of shift and use a spell directly back again. And as this is happening, you see the woman still walking on. She hasn't even noticed yet. Bruce, you are the closest to Ruin, so we'll start from you first. What are you doing to the situation?
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
What I'd like to do is to rage and then tackle Errol and grapple him to stop him moving.
Okay, so make an athletics check, and Errol, do you make either a acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics
Yeah.
or athletics? Okay.
Do I have time to rage, or do I not
Yeah,
have time?
no, that's fine. You can rage.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, yep. That actually fits.
Oh!
Should I bother
Yeah.
roll? Fuck, I'm gonna roll anyway.
I mean, yeah, you just win anyway.
Let's just see how...
He could nat 20 this and suplex you.
Yeah.
That was close, actually.
When you grab him, you feel like he's lost a lot of weight. Normally he's quite good with his balance and stuff like that, but he just you spear him onto the ground and he just thuds onto the ground.
Yeah, so I've got him like this, and I'm just like, enough!
All right. As that is happening, we shift to Aki.
Yep.
Aki, you are standing in between him. You see him disappear in front of you. Look to your right. You see Bruce on the ground with him, holding him. An arrow stuck into kind of Ruin's shoulder. What are you doing in this situation?
What would Aki do in this situation?
Oh,
Does Aki actually physically recognize Harold at this point?
Yeah.
Is there something recognizable about him, or is he getting on towards unrecognizable?
He's physically...
He's on the border
yeah,
of...
yeah. He's on the border of something. Either it's the land that's affecting him, or this change. It's a bit unknown. You don't know what is really affecting him, but you have a feeling, maybe desperation now because of what has happened.
Aki's going to cast Bane on Herald and Ruin in order to make them miss each other every time they try and do something.
Okay, both of you make a con save. Is that right?
I think it's
It's charisma.
Charisma saves.
Charisma.
Oh,
Christmas save? Okay.
I'm terrible at these.
Oh, okay, that's actually decent.
You
Does that pass
have
AC?
reaction. The rest of you're not surprised. So if you have any reaction things
Yeah.
you wanna use, you could.
I'm quickly just going to say to Yaru, I think we're the both mentally sound ones of the group right now. What would a mentally sound person do?
I honestly don't know. I'm still confused why those people were writing in that fire room. I don't
Okay,
even know
fair
what's going
enough.
on around here, so...
Should we help, or should I prepare a Revivify? Because they both look pretty beat up.
Oh no.
Well, okay, but you take Ruin, I will also stop Harold. Maybe split them up.
That makes the sense to me. And I'll
Okay.
Yeah.
And Harold will literally cough up blood because I imagine the guiding bolt's like a bolt, so it like hit with immense force. Like, you little fucking prick.
I will probably heal Ruin with a 3rd level slot, if that's okay.
Woo!
And then use just because like I remembered I have this and I think it's cool effects. I'll use a bonus action, or I use a full action, take out my
Oh,
pearl,
shiny.
and
Nice.
oh shit! Wait, one sec. Sorry, I'm trying to turn it off in a cool way. Just take my pearl and
That's so cool.
the light kind of fades and I gain that spell slot back.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
It's a Death Star.
I know.
You can't see it all
I
that well.
I saw the
Yeah,
lips.
yeah,
I saw
yeah,
the
yeah.
little
It was
bit.
cool.
It's not a
Just for
moon.
disclaimer,
So,
guys,
yeah.
when you use all your spells, don't tell me and Mo that we've been evil because you get in trouble. Because
Hey,
just for
I
disclaimer.
this is
didn't do
their
anything
stupidity.
this time.
This is their stupidity. I'm just making that aware.
Harold has succeeded on the save because it's DC 17, but Ruin
Good.
failed.
Yeah.
So Ruin, whatever minus D4 thing you already got is minus another one.
Yeah.
Also heal
Yeah, 'cause
19 at
That's
Ruin.
Nice,
only on
very good
physical attacks.
Also,
minus D8.
I'm gonna say something real quick. While this is happening, can I go pee? I'm kind of desperate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go for it.
actually, I'm
Alright, cool.
definitely thinking that too. If that's okay, I'll be right back.
Okay,
to
both of you.
just holding and holding.
Go. I'll hold this situation.
1 second.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yagu.
Okay, so
Hold up.
Yagu's turn, I guess, in the initiative.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Oh, I took 13 healing.
Joku will actually walk up
19
to
because of the
Harold.
spiritual.
19.
Joku will walk up to Harold, and from his shell he will retrieve the pillow that he used back at the auction, that he gave to Joku to sleep on. And I kind of, throw it against his face and be like, "You remember this?
Pillow?
You remember this one you used to climb the fence back at the auction?"
And
Do you
you'll
have
see
any
him
memory
just,
of this.
and you'll see him kind of just staring at it. The auction, yes. What about it? And
Well,
can I do a deception on that one?
Actually, I want you to do something else.
Sure.
This feeling that you kind of get, and he throws his pillow at you, and he says what he says. Give me a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw, gotcha.
Watch him nat 20 this. His dump stat.
Nope.
Never
Nope.
mind.
nice.
Basic ass charisma saving throw.
Halfway there.
What is everyone doing? Why are they stopping you? You kind of start questioning that in a sense. And you question, did you just attack your friend? And there is this something within you that's fighting you and fighting this change. There's this kind of outer wall that's kind of pushing in, and what you remember pushing out. And this pushing out is getting stronger. And Ryago, you see this. He looks at it with this kind of disdain look for a while before his face kind of relaxes, and almost as if you remember the Errol just a few moments ago, the normal Errol before he changed. And Errol, you feel you don't want to feel this sadness or this kind of anger anymore, but it's etching in your mind, and you come back to this realization of what you just did as you look at Ruin now kind of on the floor behind, just holding his shoulder with one of your arrows as well. Something is trying to change you, and you need to get back somehow. What you just did, it's not the way. That's kind of what you're feeling.
Yeah. Purity. When I was trying to meet Purity, I gave this to you to sleep on, but oh. And Bruce, like you initially, you person will be just like fighting, resisting. You see Errol just kind of droop a little bit as he's looking around, slightly confused and yet horrified at the same time. Oh.
Joko will also use his level healing to cast one level 1.
No. Yeah, you don't. I need to live with that. It's not needed.
Yeah,
You are
just
hurt,
heal
you're
him.
still my friend, just accept it. Joko uses snap.
Yeah.
I am not your friend.
I am pretty sure you are. You are kind of the reason I'm out here, so... And I'm not doing this for myself, so... And also, I'm pretty sure you don't give a stranger that you don't like a pillow with a hole in it.
Well,
Unless
pillow doesn't really do much good out here anyway.
Well, it did to me at the auction. You knew that. You should know that.
Are we... Okay, and you can literally... If you can, like, see, like, Errol grimacing in pain as if he has glass sticking into his head as he's being held. And then Errol is just silent. He's still drooping, Bruce, but...
He's holding him not quite as robustly anymore, enough to let him droop, not like bear hugging him. And you'll say it loud enough, but just in your ears out. You remember that chat you had with Bruce about how you can change someone's entire world just with a thought or a word? Would you have that conversation now?
And Errol is just silent. He's not in pain anymore. He's just staring at you.
Bruce meant every word when he had that chat with you. Every goddamn word. And you'll have a long time to change a lot of people's worlds. Make sure it's for the best. He's gonna let him go. And I'll stop raging.
Right.
All right.
As the situation slightly calms,
Yeah,
you all
and-
realize at this point that you are nearly on the town square, and you see different buildings around. You see the two mansions that were described. One is much bigger. They are both kind of Victorian. The whole town itself is very Victorian-like decoration, a bit Gothic, kind of like well looked after, but you see all these different decorations around. There is like garlands and masks and different things resembling motives related to the dead, the night of the dead and the day of the dead. You also see a few buildings. You've passed the cemetery as well. You see also something that looks like a main hall. You see an inn, and the maid is still with you, walking ahead.
Oh no, she's run off. Sorry. While you
She's
guys are
run
having
off.
this
Yeah, during that whole thing, yeah.
ruin, as you look to your left, you can see her running off. She kind of turns her head, kind of
Completely fair.
She's run off.
Fair.
Oh, God, no, God, damn it. Oh, fuck, now she thinks we're Harold. Oh, you're lucky you weren't you.
So we'll go to the other mansion then.
Okay, so the two mansions are the one that you see the maid going. Sorry, you go ahead. So I cut off someone. Who's gonna say something?
Yeah, I was just
Luke,
gonna say, I think a rest would be good now, since we're all battered and bloodied even more now, because, well, everything's going great here.
Honestly, I wish we would have just stayed in the material world. Oh.
Go ahead.
All right,
Cynthia.
so just to quickly, I'll go through the mansions. So the mansion that the maid has gone into, it seems to be the bigger one. As you look at that one, you see that the roof is slouching a little bit and hangs over furrowed gables. The structure itself is covered in moss and vegetation, and the house gives you this feeling like almost like it's groaning, the mansion itself, and you see hatred on this structure, like almost like if the house hates what it has become. Almost that is something very unusual. Looking at the other one, the slightly smaller one, it seems to be in worse looking than the other one. The walls have been plastered with stone, and you see many scars, pieces that have fallen away, and drapes cover the windows, including a large opening one that is on the entrance of the place. And it seems much more dilapidated, but trying to repair, like you see badly repaired, cheaply repaired.
All right. And as you all begin to enter into the town now, Errol, wait, question to the team. Are you
Sure.
letting Errol keep his weapon, or are you confiscating it from him?
So, just to add to that, if it's okay, what you'll notice from Errol's demeanor is sort of like a bit more neutral or zombie, like he doesn't really respond to anything. It's just a lot more plain looking. So, and you would get the feeling that if you were to, say, really talk to Errol, he wouldn't have much of a response. Not quite catatonic, but like not quite active in the conversation-ish. Yeah.
Bruce is leaving the weapons because if we're attacked by something large and gribbly, we'll still want to fight back against it without being weaponless.
All right.
Yep.
As you all step into the town, Naki, you turn back just once again, look back at the chapel. The one place here that you felt comfortable. But what awaits you and the rest of the party? We will find out after the break.
Oh my god!
Oh man.
I
Sorry,
hate
guys.
now.
Do it, guys. You're killing each other here.
I know.
If
I for once didn't start. I was innocent like a baby.
Detect thoughts innocent like a baby on a dude
I
who's
was
pretty
asked,
angry with
I
you.
was asked to detect your thoughts.
Specifically said, don't get caught, and you got caught.
Although it does suck. Wait,
That's one
Or we'll
job.
talk about this on the break. Are we on
Exactly.
break?
So everyone watching at home, we'll be back in a few moments.
Yes.
Please don't go in.
Oh, I thought we were on break.
Sorry.
Yeah, thanks
Are
for
we on break
watching.
now?
See you soon. Alrighty, and we are live. Thank you guys for holding on. Thanks for watching. And as we continue our little module into the domains of dread. Woo. Alright, so you guys are at this point in the main square. You see a few people kind of like are looking at you. There's some people with the masks. Everyone seems to be quite reserved. No one is actually making conversation with you or anything. And you see all those buildings that I described. The town square itself is quite small, so you are in a round circle. You see the two main houses, one opposite the other, and then all these different buildings around. What do you guys do?
Find a tavern and pay for lodgings,
Okay.
I think.
All right, so as you are looking for the tavern, you see it there quite clearly. There is a building that has a single shaft of lights that thrusts illumination into the main square. There seems to be behind a pillar of heavy fog that is starting. The fog is starting to condensate around this whole town at this point. And you see a gaping doorway, and there is a sign that hangs askew on it, proclaiming to be the Weeping Willow Tavern.
Charming name.
The building itself is around 100 feet square.
Bruce wanders in. Okay, let's go. Let's find a.
If
Taste
any of you
boys.
want, you can make a perception or investigation check on the symbol. It seems a bit weird as well.
Do that and guidance myself because I've been rolling shit. Which one did it say?
Either perception or investigation, whichever one you prefer.
Oh god, I'm definitely gonna need that.
I'm also getting guidance.
10.
Okay. The DC is actually quite low. Anyone who go over a 10 in there will realize
Wait.
that the symbol of the tavern has been modified. So you see behind it, before it used to be the Jolly Willow, but it's been kind of like scrub off, and now it's been called the Weeping Willow. That's all.
That's not concerning at all, right?
Well, at least the
Right.
Weeping Willow is an actual tree.
Everything's concerned at this point. We should probably just get on with ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just accept it.
All right. My alarm went on. That was the time that we're meant to come back. All right. If you were to enter, you will see that there is a blazing fire hearth that leaves like a warmth to the few adult souls within. You see a barkeep, and you also see a little group of people that seem to be dressed in colorful clothing on the corner as well, and that's the place itself. There is like a music that sounds like a how is it called? Like the music on the fanfares, that canopy music. So you see that there is like a little instrument there on the corner, and someone is playing it, and it's like so that's the kind of music of the place.
The attempt to be joyful in this place is just like
Yeah,
if I
it's
keep
kind of
taking
like
this bucket
so
and
ready,
taking the
yeah.
water out of the ocean, eventually I'll empty the ocean.
Yeah, pretty much.
At least they trying, right?
Yeah, I agree, Yago. At least he's giving it a good old go. That's what you call an optimist.
That's what I
He
call
walks
the real
back in.
part.
He'll walk straight to the bar and just start ordering drinks, and two elbows on the bar, one holding his head.
All right, this man, barkeep, kind of like pudgy little man. Oh, hello. Hey, is Arik here? Some drinks for you. Kind of says.
Bottle. Bring a bottle.
Oh, or I can do a pitcher if you want.
That works too.
Oh, that'll be a silver piece.
Fine. Aki will hand over a gold and just say, deal with them. Take his picture and just go and sit in a corner, facing out towards the rest of the bar.
I have one
Keep
too.
checking your coin.
On his coin, please.
Oh, all right. Yeah, he kind of like starts pouring, filling up these two. You want a pitcher as well?
Sure.
He asks you.
Yes, please.
All right.
How much for lodgings for the night?
Oh, unfortunately, we are fully booked for the night. I wish I could help you, but we don't have any rooms available because of the celebration.
Can I insight check that?
Go ahead.
With guidance?
Based on the size of the establishment as well, I'll wait for your roll, Ruben.
22.
Ah, it
Yeah.
doesn't. Even with
5.
Yeah.
terrible.
So Ziggy, you gather he's telling the truth based on the size of the establishment. It looks like the most it will have like maybe 5 rooms or something like that, and they seem to use. It seems to be that only with a few people that is in this place, it seems to be quite full, just because it's so tiny.
Sorry, but who rented this room? Like, where are they from?
Oh, they're just travelers. You go, Mo.
Yeah, you
There
see.
is another. You see another barkeep as well, or whoever you want.
You see one of the 3 people that are sitting in the front of the door. They go, we do not tell our information about our clientele. It's privacy. We do not know who you are, but please enjoy your drink. Have a sit down.
Even if I offer you 10 of these coins, he'll hold up the Draconian coins.
Ruin. The place is full. Stop trying.
I cannot. Yeah, I cannot ask other customers to leave, sir. I'm sorry. I wish I could take your foreign money. You're not from here. I see these coins unusual.
Oh, it's the Draconian coins.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about your friend's coins.
Is there another inn we could stay by?
Oh, unfortunately not. But you are more than welcome to just stay here until you passed out, and just.
Aki comes back to the bar and puts down an empty pitcher. Good idea.
He serves you another one.
Back to his
Still
corner.
with the gold, your tap is still open.
Right. Bruce will join Aki, knowing that, well, shit, where the hell are we going to stay tonight?
I'll just say to him, or try and whisper, if we find a somewhat quiet place outside, I can summon the dome. 8 hours, we should be good.
Well, maybe ask the barkeeper if we can do it in here, if he doesn't mind.
It's this 10 foot of space for 8 hours just gone. I don't know whether.
Maybe we could rent a corner.
Back garden, maybe. Courtyard.
Or a basement.
A beer garden.
Oh, garden? Make a fate roll. Let's see if they have a garden.
Who's doing it? Me or?
A beer garden, actually. Yeah.
Bruce,
Am I doing
believe
it?
in you.
All right, fine.
Do it,
High,
Andy.
low.
Come on.
Hi.
Okay. Come on, I believe it. Yeah! Oh, that's a reroll.
Come on.
That's a reroll.
Don't, not the
That's a
suspense.
Hi again.
Come on. Yeah!
Fuck.
No, it was an 11 and it turned into a 4. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We don't have a garden, but I see you're looking for a place. Maybe he looks towards... You see that he looks towards these 3 figures that are in the front of the door before he answers. And he kind of like shrugs his shoulders looking at them.
You see one of them just kind of shake their head, and then the one that spoke to you from there before him says, there is nothing here that we could unfortunately provide. You say you need space? I guess the only good space you could probably find, if you want to sleep and not be disturbed, probably the cemetery.
No.
Fucking hell.
It's a pretty open space.
Nothing will get in unless I want it to, remember.
Aki from the corner, there is not a herd of wild horses that could drag me back there.
Or we just go back to the chapel. It will be fine.
I'm very happy to fall asleep on a table in a bar. I've done it before.
DMs, would we get the benefits of a long rest if we just fell asleep on the benches in this place?
Yes, I guess. I don't know.
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, who's
on
I guess you could. Let's make it a bit challenging. Actually, if you guys want to do that, you will need to succeed on a DC 8 Constitution saving throw. If you fail, you will get the benefits of a short rest, and you will be having the option whether you can move somewhere else.
I will just say to everyone, I will make a dome outside, find a nice quiet spot. If any of you want to join, you can. But if not,
DC 8, did you say?
Yeah.
I will. If you want to stay here, perhaps if you keep buying drinks, we do not mind you sitting around. Let's say if you bought Mirabelle, maybe 10, 15 gold pieces worth of beverages.
Yeah, that'll
We'll let you stay
good.
here.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Aki will give him 15 gold and then ask for all of the pictures to be brought to the table.
Arik, you heard them. Bring on the drinks.
I'm sleepy.
And
I'm
Errol's
sleeping
just
here.
gonna-
I
Errol's just
can
gonna
drink
follow
myself
Ziggy.
unconscious and be happy.
Errol's gonna follow Ziggy outside, still not saying anything, just dragging his feet.
oh,
Just
yeah,
roll
I'll
for
go.
that.
At 12 o'clock, you will close the doors and you will not be able to exit or enter anymore. It's the curfew because the Night of the Dead. Are you alright with that?
What will happen?
They will come in if we leave the door open. We don't want unwanted visitors.
I'm staying inside with Aki.
I'll go with Ziggy, still following him.
I'm sorry, Luke.
No, it's fucking safe. A crow says. Literally, it's fucking safe. It's fine. But okay.
Above game, I think anyone's got spell slots they need to get back. Take the huts just in case you nat one this concept.
Yeah.
Alright, fine. I'm going.
Even if I'm saying
going
it
in the hut.
because
I'm going in the hut.
I've been rolling like shit all day.
My modifier's 8.
Oh,
My modifier is
okay.
DC, I'll
Well,
be fine.
unless you like, I don't know, you're worried about like your shit getting nicked. I don't know. That's what my only
Aki's going
concern
to. Aki is paranoid enough. He will sit drinking in a corner until he passes out. He will not try and fall asleep, and he will cast magic circle around himself.
My
Can we at least
con
hold
save's
on to
pretty
your
high,
gold
so
too,
I'll stay inside
Oh.
with Aki because they like RP wise. It makes
I'll
sense.
go to the hut. I'll go to the hut with Ziggy.
We need,
Yeah.
we need to be our best. So
Someone's gonna
Alright,
pick
so
Aki. Can we at least
as
hold
you
on?
are deciding that who's gonna go on the hut or not, just before the barkeep is about to close the door, you see 3 teenagers dressed in noble clothes. They're kind of like quite drunk, and they are like,
Yeah, I dare you. I'm going to the bridge. No, you're not gonna do it. But your mom said it will be bad to do it. Oh, fuck my mom. Who cares? I'm gonna break the legend today.
You should
and
do
you
it.
see them kind of
Yeah, you should do it. See what happens.
Yeah, who cares what my mom says? It's gonna be okay,
You
right?
gotta do it, man. You gotta do it.
Oh,
Just
all right.
do it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
and you see them kind of like walking with determination towards where the
Bruce
bridge
shouts
is.
after them, "Watch out for the body with all the grubs."
Oh, so one of them looks at you like you see there is no. Everyone here is human, pretty much. You are the only people in the town who is not human, and you like they look at you for a second like, oh,
Oh yeah, thank you, bro.
Don't thank
Yeah,
him.
there's-
Don't thank him. And then he would just.
And the dead bodies.
Yeah, just watch out
You
for those
got no-
grubs.
See if you stand in the bridge for a night.
and it kind of.
A bunch of pussies. All right, let's go.
All right, and the door closes.
So Errol's just gonna be standing around with Ziggy.
Okay.
But Jogu also went outside.
As we continue drinking, Aki's dipping one finger in the beer and he's drawing the required symbols on the table. And it takes a minute to cast, so just when he's got it done, he'll just smack the table. Everything jumps a little bit, and the symbols fly off the table, and there's a 10-foot radius of 20 foot diameter circle on the ground of wet-looking symbols. So that's it.
Bruce is
Anyone
scared
inside.
as well,
Okay.
'cause he doesn't have spell-
Celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead, crucially, cannot enter.
Good to know. Alright, so
Ooh,
anyone
okay.
that is inside the tavern and sleeping in there, make a con save. Everyone outside, as the night kind of goes on, you do see people walking past and they see this strange dome, so they come up to it and they kind of tap on it, kind of go around it. Some people walk away. Some person stands there for 10 minutes. No idea what it is.
As there's like a dark face that just kind of appears, just to try and frighten people to just go away slightly, basically.
Yeah.
Just like a spooky face just appears, making them run. Because I can make it look however I want.
As they,
I'll do
Basically.
precipitation to make it smell terrible.
as you see a mother with a child kind of dragging, like she points towards the skull with a kind of a smile because she thinks it's part of festivity and the Day of the Dead. And then she squints as she smells something, and then you see them kind of run off. But yes, what was the saves?
I think they both
I'll
succeeded.
send you.
18.
I'll send you a message more. Just check your Discord just quickly. 1 second.
We're fucked.
See
We're
what you
fucked.
think. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. You're not fucked. It's okay. All good.
In interest of getting a long rest and thinking I'm getting this back, this has been upcast, so it's 2 hours duration.
Okay, cool. All right.
So, Aki, is this a new spell you've learned?
I didn't think the first time I would be using it would be to hide in a corner, but yeah. I always
Okay.
thought I would do something interesting like turn it inside out, so I could put it around something and then nothing could get to it. Or us. Or trap something. I thought if we found the paintings, I thought I could do that around the paintings so they couldn't move them or get to them, or depending on what they are.
Yeah.
But I'm using it in a corner.
Ah,
Okay.
it's as good a reason as any to use it.
All right.
All right.
Aki, you sure it's just the shit that happened that's on your mind? You sure? You're absolutely dead sure that was the traveler that found you, yeah?
I don't normally have a conversation with them, but I think so. It's unusual, but I'm here.
Yeah. Reason I'm asking is just need to know you're sure, right? Because
I asked Yogu, and he said that I'm. How about that? I am what everybody always said. I am broken, but I'm not bad. And he would kind of turn his arms over and look for symbols or anything appearing on the inside of his wrists, like he remembers Gray having. Is there anything there?
Bruce will look.
As you have a look, you don't seem to find anything like that.
Right.
But once more, you notice that the thimble doesn't longer exist. It's just your skin is blackened on the thumb.
See, this is fairly weird, but
Hmm.
it still does what it did before.
That's the funny thing about something that breaks. It can still be good. Still works.
I hope so.
Of course it does. You're not down and out yet. Neither am I.
If we can just... Do we know how to destroy these paintings, or are we just here to get them?
Oh, I thought I'd try violence.
You're good at violence, but I don't know if it will be so straightforward.
All the shit we've had, something's bound to be straightforward at some point.
Well, maybe burning them will work.
Yeah, you're good at burning. Do you think they've repaired Westgate Prison yet?
I hope not. I like to think there is something left of us there, but if we ever see it and they have built it again, we can burn it back down.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get some flash of oil. Big ones.
All right. as you drink your night away and the rest of you sleep for the night. You all sleep without any problems. And you all gain a long rest. Before I pass it back on to Cisco, Yagu, you feel something kind of moving on your back now. As it kind of like the moss kind of moves a little bit. For a little, two little eyes just pop out. Just makes this weird squeaking noise. Here, like little branches kind of creaking and crackling a little bit.
Ooh, are you okay, little buddy?
The moss starts to move up to your shoulder. And starts nuzzling into you.
Oh, you hungry? Do you need anything?
Just continues to nuzzle next to you.
I will give him a platinum coin to play with.
You see it kind of reach out with these small little twigs with like little fingers as it kind of grabs it and just starts kind of playing around with it until it kind of gets absorbed underneath into the moss. And then he
That's your good, you got baby Groot.
And then he just basically tosses it out and it goes ting 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 ting.
Yeah, I don't like those one either. Here, take one of these and he gives a gold coin instead.
He takes that. And this one it keeps.
Can I mage hand the platinum coin to me?
No.
Did you go outside with us?
Oh yeah.
Damn it!
He did, but it's up to you. I mean, do you mage hand?
Yes.
Alright, you see this kind of skeletal mage hand appear inside of the dome as it's making its way towards the coin.
Oh shit.
This spell and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. So if it's out of the dome, he has to leave. Sorry.
I want that coin.
Really? Okay, seriously? Seriously?
Alright.
I already got my long rest. I want that coin.
Poor baby Groot, you're so horrible.
He threw it!
You're all awake, it's a long rest. You see
Yeah.
people there's still festivity outside, and I'll give it back to Cisco now.
Yeah. Surprisingly, you will expect to be sunny. The day seems as gloomy as it ever was when you came. The star is there as you peek through the windows. How is it called? The shutters that have been open now. You still see that there is no sun. There is just clouds, mist, and a golden star still there also during the day. And at this point, it's around. As you slept quite a bit, maybe you will have a late morning as you guys drank quite a bit, I will assume. So maybe like something like 10 o'clock, something like that. And you have the day of your head. You see the barkeeps and stuff. One of them had fallen asleep there as well, kind of like passed out. The Vistani, the three Vistani that you will have recognized because you've seen Vistanis before based on the clothing they had. So there's still two of them left, and one of them stayed there keeping watch. And now it seems like the celebrations keep going. You hear outside people singing, and you hear cries as well.
Harold's just gonna look around and like inquisitively, like just kind of like curiously.
Yeah. If you want to, the door is open again. If you wanna kind of like take a peek to see where the cries are coming from, you can. Otherwise, you could just go into the town. You see the breakfast menu is out as well. There is some kind of like delicacies. There is a menu there. It says wolf steak, smoked wolf steak, specialty of the day. in there, and there is different like eggs and different breakfast things to be combined with that.
Aki's ordering everything. I don't know about you guys.
I'll talk to Yadu actually. I'll say, do you think I should prepare to locate the bots, or do you think maybe you should? It'll take me an hour. Either
Do
way.
you lose Revivify through that?
It's one or the other. I know it taxes you quite a bit to keep the spell. I'm a bit more with those sort of spells, so it'd be easier. Maybe we should properly start looking for the spots. Judging on how Aki's vision went, I assume there's something to do with that graveyard, but that's the only lead we've got, so I don't know. Maybe you should keep an eye on it.
You because most of my defensive type of spells are the same kind of slots to locate items. So, well, technically, I think it's safer if you keep Revivify because my second slot spells help me, but Revivify helps all of us. So.
Yes, fair enough.
Do you say this conversation out loud for us all to hear?
Yeah, I think I'm saying it with you're all there, present.
Bruce will lean in and go, well, oh my god, haven't had a hang of this for a while. We can speak to the nobility of the town, the two families. They no doubt have influence and probably information. Before we start just casting the locate object willy-nilly.
That's true. We should gather as much clues first before we do anything stupid.
I don't think we're going to be speaking to one of them, at least.
Well, speak to one of them at least. The other one.
Yeah.
Or we split up
sure.
the group and maybe you change. And, well, if one of us could disguise ourselves somehow, then maybe we could have a chat, but I still prefer to stay together with,
I mean, I've still got some more of that paint, and I've got a disguise kit that could potentially just help us anyway.
Let's finish our breakfast. We'll go to the mansion of the family who do not think we're morons. I think I may have some of my correspondence with my father. Maybe, I don't know. For the first time in my life, I could maybe leverage my family name. I don't know if it'll work.
I don't think it will hold much weight. Is he known for transversing goods across realms?
No. Nobility can be a very singular sphere. If they recognize one of their own, you can be amazed at what doors it can open. But I don't really have any evidence of my lineage, shall we say? So I don't know.
Aki is far traveler, Aki is far traveler, which can parlay attention into time with people sometimes.
Oh, and Ziggy, what? What can you forge?
Well, I'm pretty good at lying. I assume it's just doing it physically. It's like riding a bicycle.
No, I don't think forging a notice of injury is like riding a bicycle.
Well, I mean, it's just lying with physical. It's just lying physically, right, instead of lying through speech. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Ziggy, do you possess the inscriptions and the signatures of my father, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, with a seal of approval from each of them on a single piece of parchment?
No, I left it at Candlekeep, actually.
That is the problem. I also don't have a family crest. I don't suppose you have one of those either.
Oh,
mimic mine.
That sounds like you're just making this difficult for us.
What?
And Errol's just gonna, just seeing this, just kind of laugh a little, like.
Bruce will notice and he'll actually smile at the fact he's laughed at that. So,
If this is a question of artwork, Bruce, I can probably do that part. I can't forge anything, but I can draw.
true. It might not work. Like I said, I do not possess the relative papers, the crest, the evidence. All I have is my father's. Some of the writing I've had from him, and some. Yes, that's really all I have. Maybe it'll be enough to convince them. Maybe not. Worth a try if they don't believe it, if they don't want to deal with us. But who knows? I think we should go to the. What was the name of the family who do not think we're maniacs?
The Adlers or something? Alders?
The Bodley is the other one.
The Bodley.
Yeah.
Go to the Bodley family then.
What was
We
our
could-
family called? Just to.
Atler,
Adler.
they look to be trying to repair their house. Is anybody particularly handy? Maybe we could exchange services for time.
Oh, perhaps. Shall we go and see what they want?
I'd say I'm more of a supportive kind of person when it comes to labour. Sort of like, moral support and... Yeah, that's about it, Aki.
Okay. So
Alright,
you're
cool.
heading to the mansion?
You go, Mo.
Okay. I just saw you doing
Yeah,
stuff there, so
Yeah, so you, if you want to, you guys finish your meal, like I was describing. The wolf meat is so delicious. The steak is juicy, melts in your mouth, like really well prepared. A little bit charcoal on the side and kind of like medium rare inside it. And as you exit, preparing, you see Ruin there already buying some mask on this humble stall. There is like an old lady selling these masks. And she has two. One of them look quite cheaply made. Like kind of the faces of the skull is like something that a kid will do, kind of thing. And the other ones, the one for 1 silver, looks like some of them have feathers on it, so they are more intricate, better designed.
have you ever guys played Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that mask with the yeah, that's the
Aku.
smallest that's the smallest mask
Aku, yeah.
for Ruin. So if Ruin puts it on, all you're gonna see is little arms and a big massive mask that covers his whole
Nice.
body. Sorry.
So he's got an
Yeah,
Aku
that's
mask.
perfect.
Where's my Uka Uka mask?
Hey, where's your
So-
mask?
I'll get the
And
Aku Aku
as
mask.
and
I'll
as
give
the
her-
mask is on, you can see Earl just kind of poking curiously at the mask a little bit, not saying anything. And like, you know how a kid will like mess with
Would
it.
you like a mask as well, my dear?
He says to you.
And you'll see Errol just nod.
Oh, there will be 5 silver, 5 copper, or 1 gold for the 1 silver for the better ones, dear.
And then Errol, looking into his pockets, realizing he doesn't have any money. Basically, you'll just see Errol rummaging through his backpack, and what he'll pull out is he will pull out a muffin and offer it.
Oh, the blueberry muffins.
And
Delicious.
Errol just shrugs.
Sure, okay, that will do for the...
And she hands you one that is slightly damaged. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's got a crack on it.
Yeah, that will
And then
do
Errol's
for
just
you,
gonna
dear.
just put it on.
Oh, it looks... your real face looks much better than that, but it looks nice. Thank
So,
you. Anyone else like one?
Dagu looks very betrayed right now.
Going to have to let
I
this
will-
get high as balls now.
I will put down 3 gold pieces. Will this buy all of us masks?
She kind of keeps it on the side.
Oh,
Reject
yeah,
the coins?
of course. That will be more than sufficient.
And I'll give like the I'm keeping the Aku Aku mask. That's all I'm gonna call it now. But I'm gonna give the second nicest one that I could get to Yagu.
She will attempt to give you some change back. Like she will try to give you 4 silver back because she's 6 of you, so it's 1 silver per mass. So you will still. She will give you 4 silver. Oh, thank you, my dear.
Thank you.
And you see her hands are quite greasy, you know, like one of those old ladies that you don't know what she's been doing with her hands before. That's she kind of like gives you the money. You see the money is kind of shining a little bit.
Cisco, this is not the first time you described an old person as being greasy or oily.
No, I'm not saying generally. I'm saying talking about her.
All I'm saying,
the other people.
this is not the first time you've described an old person like this. I'm just saying out there.
Just Cisco, just fully canonize that all old people in this world have accidentally cast grease at will on themselves all the time.
It's so good because he'll say it's an old lady, but he specifically tells you it's a greasy hand.
When people in this
you
world,
remember the law that you all told us that old people have grease on them cast at will.
No.
in this world that Mo and Cisco have created, all old people, when they get old enough, their grease glands just activate. And it just starts to go into overdrive, and no amount of washing will help.
I will say,
She scratches her hair, and then you see that her nails now are greasy too, and you realize that the grease is coming from underneath that cloth that she's wearing, so her hair is not very well preserved. So that's where the grease is coming
That's
from.
where the grease glands are.
Oh, dearie. Oh, you've come from afar, he says to you. Good day to you all.
Oh,
May
and,
the
thank
dead
you for the
protect
masks.
you.
All right.
Do you all like the masks?
And yeah, Errol just put on his ecstatically.
Ziggy, put on yours. Come on.
well, thank you. It's just I can.
Ziggy, put it on.
I think
Yes,
Siggy's one is
okay.
gonna be like the Phantom of the Opera. I don't know why.
Yes, but it's like I can. You know, I can make it.
Ziggy, put the mask
Fine.
on.
I will try my best to stealthily put the mask on, crumple it a bit, and make a new mask appear. Stealthily.
Okay.
And make it look slightly better.
Like a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? Cool. And I don't think I'll be able to guidance
I'll
myself.
go just based on my passive perception.
23, bitch.
Oh,
Wow. Nice.
Ooh.
I went into that way too confidently. I'll say that now.
Now, if you could just roll like that when we fight the vampiric mind flayers.
All right. Masks now bought.
Amazing.
Where are you guys?
Yeah, mice are on. People are looking at you less now that you have masks. You see that a few drunks come around and start dancing, and you see these buildings around. Would you like to directly go towards the mansion that you were discussing, or would you like to go around exploring the other buildings, whichever you want?
I think we could go directly.
Go
Time's
there.
time's a little pressing.
Yep.
All right. So you start walking, you pass the crowds, you pass this building where people seem to be crying inside. You hear kind of like loud cries, and you kind of like keep walking, and then you end in this place where there is 2 mansions facing each other, and you go to the one that seems to be more dilapidated. There is a little fence outside, like a wrought fence iron. You open it, it squeaks loudly, as you will expect within the domains of dread. And then you go to proceed towards the door. And before you're gonna knock in, you see that the door itself opens as the gardener seems to be leaving the place. And you recognize this man from seeing him yesterday in the inn where you were. He doesn't look very specific. He's quite neutral. He's got a balding head, kind of like red hair, on his 60s, kind of like quite strong demeanor. Hello, are you guys okay? He says to you. I don't know why all my NPCs have this voice to them. Yeah. Let's pretend that
Is this one
Yeah,
also
it's
covered in
greasy.
grease? Yeah.
He's
Okay. Greasy gardener.
soil. He's got soil on his actually his clothes.
Grease
is like
and
seems
soil,
like
that
he's
sounds
soiled
awful.
himself.
working. Yeah. He's
Oh
You are
Prestidigitation.
from the
Prestidigitation.
into the domain. I'm just warning you now. Stop it. You notice the star is closer. No joking. Can I help you? He says.
Yes, we would like very much to speak to the master of the house, if it is possible. We're travelers here, and we're seeking information, and we understand that the Bodleys are one of the most influential groups of people in town.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. I can organize a meeting with Lord Dosvat and Lady Ramina. I'm sure they will be pleased to see you, but let me get a maid for you. And he kind of goes back inside. And after a couple of minutes, this male, another servant comes. Mo, how does he look like? Actually, I leave it to you to decide the sex as well.
Because it's it's
Yeah.
actually a female maid that kind of pops out, and she looks like in her 50s, kind of gray and brownish hair that has been kind of tied up. Looks a bit messy. You expect someone in a kind of lord's house to be kind of be a bit more tip top, but this she looks a little overworked. Not too much, but just a little tired. But seems to be a bit used to it. She wears this kind of long, similar to the other house, but this one's a bit more kind of grayish tunic, still with a kind of the white furl shirt underneath. And hello, I hear that you wish to speak to the lord or lady in the house of the house. What purpose?
We are looking for something that was placed in the realm recently. We were kind of looking for some information. We were told that you were the best people for that.
I'm not too sure where you... And then you hear a voice in the back. Let them in. It's all right, Elena. Let them in. We'll speak to them in the front. Of course, my lord. Please follow me. And you are encouraged to enter and come through. Do you?
Okay, as we go forward, Bruce will nudge anyone who is relatively good at speaking to people, because he's not. Just say, please, one of you take the lead on this.
Yes, I'm planning on doing something, and I'll button up my shirt a bit and make it look a bit smarter. And yeah.
All right.
Aki will go forward as well, convinced he always looks smart.
All right. You enter into the house one by one. Sorry. Do you want to do it, Cisco?
No, you go just to describe that you see this kind of like a waiting room. As you enter, you pass the hall. The house itself, you see some paintings, like old family paintings and stuff. And the walls, they seem kind of like everything seems to be almost on the brink of become undone. You know, it's just like you see like a painting maybe that the nail is kind of like been repaired way too many times and everything around. And then you enter this beautiful lounge where there is a piano in the back and there is a lady there dressed all in black clothing, kind of like a gossamer, kind of like one of those spooky kind of lady outfits that she's got on top, like some kind of ropes as well. And her hair is kind of like tied up into a bun, and she's got some kind of pins on the hair, and she seems to be knitting. And next to her, there is this man on a sofa. How does he look like?
So this gentleman is a bit more burly and short. He has a wicked mustache. Keeps up his appearance, even though you can clearly see that the clothes, if they were brought new, would look very fine, but they seem to have some seams that have been kind of unpicked or redone. But he has a cane to his side as he is drinking from a drinking tea at the moment, And as you kind of enter, you immediately hear this kind of, from the silence of the room, two things. One is this clock that is just tick-tock, tick-tock in the background, and also a music box, which is actually set on this table where there are multiple candles and a picture of a boy surrounding it. They're all both of them are wearing black. You also see there is this young boy who's sitting on the opposite sofa. He's kind of got his kind of hair a bit kind of down. Immediately after that, you do hear music coming from upstairs as well, like a piano being playing upstairs, and a young girl kind of laughing in the background. This young boy is kind of slumped into the sofa, teenager, and he's just kind of like just playing with his fingernails. You can immediately tell he's very bored, or and he's not paying attention to you guys at all. And then you walk in, and then he goes, hello. How may we be of service to you? You're looking for something?
You're Lord Dosvat?
Doslav.
Doslav.
Yes.
Forgive us, are we interrupting?
No, not really, my dear. I guess we are just mourning. The Day of the Dead. You can both kind of look at the picture.
Condolences on your son.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Make the Lady of the Mist hear your prayers. This is.
We are in search of something, and we were told this would be a fine place to begin our search, and we hoped for some assistance or information you may have.
What is your work? What do you usually do?
We are seekers employed by a great keep of knowledge.
Protectors? What is a seeker? I've never heard of this term.
I don't know.
We are like adventurers, and
We seek knowledge.
Jack small rage.
Adventurers.
Like lost and found. But adventurers. And you see like a kind of like a shine on her eyes when you say adventurers. She looks at her husband.
Yes, go ahead. Speak about this thing that you're looking for.
Well, it is actually kind of standard. It's a wooden crate that would have weirdly been transported here.
A wooden crate? No, I've never.
A wooden crate.
Not too sure. Everyone make a perception check.
I'm gonna guidance. Go ahead, India.
Just think on this moment, because you are in front of them, guidance will be visible, so they will know you're casting a spell that it wouldn't be.
Actually, do you mind if Aki would like to look at these paintings on the wall and see if are these in a familiar style?
They seem to be like the typical dark Gothic paintings. They actually do resemble the style to when you were in that house, actually, in where the portal was, where the girl and their family, when you were doing the Book of the Raven. There is like resemblances to the style.
Just reminds Ziggy and Aki doing the talking here. Bruce does still have the blank canvases and the paints used for them.
That mentioned that we also have examples of what some of the objects inside may look like, and I'll kind of say, my associate Suryu.
May I touch the material? It looks pretty expensive.
Certainly, but I should warn you, it's rather. I'd be honest with you, rather grisly material. 1 second, and he'll pull out the canvases. He'll lay one out. So I have several. This is one of the canvases here.
Yes, it looks like some sort of animal skin of some sort.
Yes.
That's quite.
Well, it's skin in a sense.
and the creatures that we liberated these from would use these for paints, and you'll place them down on one of the paint pots that are next to it.
Smells awful.
I agree. I agree.
She put her needles down and her kind of sewing utensils and knitting, and you. Oh, let me have a look, dearie.
You'll pass the paint pot.
Can I insight check?
Yeah,
As they're looking at it?
as she's
She
looking
kind
at
of
them,
smells it. Ooh.
yeah, from the perception check I made you guys do earlier, when the mention of the crate happened, only Ruin, you noticed the young boy kind of snapped to that in that attention from his eyes, kind of looked towards Aki saying that, and then he just quickly kind of looks down again and continues to kind of play with his fingers. Dear, please don't smell that. It's going to make you ill.
Yeah, he's
I wanna-
awful.
I want to telepathically look at the boy and just don't say anything. Don't be alarmed. It's okay. It's me, and I'll wave my fingers at him. Relax. What do you know about the box? Just think it, and I'll know what you're thinking, and I'll detect thoughts.
Is this time a spell you're using, or still your
No
ability?
components.
Okay.
No components.
No
but is
verbal
it-
or somatic.
It's the telepathic feat.
And you can do it. How many? Oh, is each of them?
We did
each
a
time
long
you
rest.
cast it. Okay. Oh, perfect.
Interesting. As you do that, he kind of looks at you and goes, Hey, stop speaking to me, man. I don't like that. Stop talking in my head."
Oh, the woman looks. What's going on here?
I'll give you 20 gold coins if you stop talking right now. 20 Darkonian gold coins.
He's still talking to me. Mom.
And what Errol will do, will go up to the kid, kind of walking up curiously, and just
That's not very
wave.
polite. Excuse me. Everyone stand still. Are you using magic on my son? That's not very nice. Who is that?
I'm not.
Mom,
I
I
have
Who
heard.
was it, Valiant?
Not yet.
Yeah, I heard. Well, he was talking in my head. I don't know. Oh man. Stop it, all right? I don't like
Spies, please don't do that. It's not very nice.
it. Please make your
Nope.
And
intentions
Errol
clear
will.
here, because we do not wish to call on the police.
It's fine.
Oh.
That's not needed. My friend is just very rash to actions. We're just trying to look for the property we lost, and I think he may
I will
have noticed
telepathically
something.
tell Ziggy
Make
the
a
boy knows something about the
make a
box.
make a persuasion.
We
Make a persuasion check. as you say.
he's very brash. I'll do this. I'll use my inspiration to give myself advantage.
Great. Ruin,
Seeing
you
that the
said-
situation's turned into what it is, Errol will take out a water skin that should be full of fresh water and offer it to the boy.
No, is that alcohol?
26.
Mm-mm.
No, I don't want it then. It's all right. Ruin, do you say that out loud? That the boy knows something about the box?
No, I'm telepathically
Telepathic.
telling Ziggy.
Okay, cool, great. What did you make? 26.
26.
Oh, nice.
Yo, let us just calm this situation down, and let's just see
Fair
if we
enough.
can help you, and you help us. It seems like you are very
Yes.
capable people. Let us see. Perhaps you could do us a favor in return as we try to discover where this crate of yours is. My son here, because you can see a teenager, really charismatic and wants to enjoy the Day of the Dead with his friends. Unfortunately,
I'm full.
we cannot allow him to leave the house because a year ago, my son, who is now dead, was found at the bridge.
My Lucretio.
And we do not want the same fate to happen to him. What has had happened to our...
Yes.
He pulls out a
Poor
handkerchief and starts
Lucretio.
kind of...
Murder, decapitated. His head was never found.
Oh.
Wait, no, that body was 3 days old. Don't worry, Lucky. It's okay.
Okay, I was like the one that we shot arrows into.
No, Yagu realized it was 3 days old. It's fine.
So you're asking us
Before he
to.
was coming of age.
So you're asking us to babysit him?
Let's put it in a more protecting him from his own
Okay.
self, if you do not.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Protect him for himself.
I will obviously pay you for this, as long as you keep him safe. We are very wealthy, and
Yes.
we will offer
She
you some.
composes herself.
some-
Yeah, insight check on the we are very wealthy part.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Since they
Yeah.
live in a broken building.
yeah, I was gonna say.
You also notice that when he says you are very wealthy, her whole demeanor changes and kind of composes herself straight away.
Yeah.
I don't think I need to roll.
You all, it's not a lie, but he is kind of trying to seem it. He's lying to himself. But you can tell that they have got some sort of, because you've seen a maid, you've seen a gardener, so you see some sort of kind of authority, and they are lords and ladies, but time has taken a lot away from them. You don't know why or what the reason is, but and also you do get when he said he'd pay you, he wasn't lying. You get that.
I
as
have
well.
an idea. My lord, my lady, you might.
Sorry, I want to stop you right there. You have not introduced yourself. Please.
Oh, myself.
Everyone here, of course.
Yes. You colorful band.
My name is Bruce Lockwood of the House of Lockwood, situated in the Silver Marches. These are my friends and companions: Errol Emmerfield, Aki Flammercaster, Ruin Synergy, Ziggy, who is, I believe he just goes by the name Ziggy. He's something of our herald, shall we say, and this, my total friend, devotee of Eldath, Yagu.
I will also.
Ezra? Oh, you said Ezra?
I will
Eldath.
also
I
add.
don't
Before
go.
Bruce said Ziggy's name, he was trying to pull out a fake name, but it's fine.
I mean, you got two names, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
As you say that, he goes, now, would you reveal your faces under the mask, if you do not mind? I would like to see the people that I'm speaking to.
Ta-da!
Oh, wow. What a handsome bunch you are.
Aki's was round his neck. He never had it up.
Just doesn't fit over the snout.
It's not
Just like
often
there.
we get people from outside visiting. Are you here for the Day of the Dead, I assume?
We are here for the lost property.
Oh, but you came from far away. I see your clothing and your style is not from here, is it?
No. This lost property is of particular danger, and we are responsible for it, and we should make sure it goes back where it came from.
Oh, as my husband, my dear Doslav, mentioned, we will be happy to help you and try to find out what's happened to this, is as long as you help us to secure the safety and the life of my beloved son,
Elena.
Belian.
Elena, please bring the box of mixed jewelry, please. This is an upfront payment for your services if you do accept. You see the maid come and open it, and you see mixed jewelry there. And you kind of ascertain maybe around 400 to 500 gold pieces worth of mixed jewelry just sitting in the box.
There's a quick question though. What are we protecting him from?
The mist in the bridge, I believe.
He's
And
a teenager from himself.
I want to telepathically tell Bruce and now the others how like the boy knows about the box.
Yeah, you notice when you ask that question, she kind of asked, kind of like,
We're
breathes
still a bit
in.
new here. Sorry for my lack of knowledge.
I think you better. This is
Well,
and she looks at you.
I'm not too sure if you've heard about the myth, the folklore of this place, about the headless being that decapitates. Clearly, someone has taken upon that to make it real, to scare people, and have taken it one step too far. You see at this point near the steps, you see the girl, a girl kind of just crouching down, interested as you guys have come in. Please do not mind her. That is my young daughter. Go back to your music lessons. She kind of runs up.
But something's going on.
Not
and
now.
Who's these people?
Armina, please return back to your music lessons.
All right. You wanna meet my young boy, Gabu? She says as she's leaving. And the mother goes like, just go back to your piano.
She seems friendly.
Well, I'm sure we can protect. We're pretty good at. We're pretty handy. I'm sure we can. I'm sure everyone.
Yes,
You sure we can?
We can
For a day? Or what are we talking?
Well, today is the last day of the Day of the Dead. Yes, so once the festivities are over, hopefully the person who is trying to commit murder, if they return, will disappear. Maybe they've already murdered already, and they've filled their stomach with their nuisance.
Do people die every year?
Not every year. It has happened. How long, Ramina? 2-3 years now, maybe?
Yes, since our Lucretia's death, it's been like a couple of years back. Sometimes people say they find corpses, but no, we don't have any proof. It's just a myth. Obviously, it's not real.
Are they all missing their heads?
Yes, I believe he's some serial killer impersonating. I mean, the Baron Angel Salohill. It's been hundreds of years. It's impossible. It seems evil. I'm sure that Damita Adler. I told you, my dear. I'm sure she's got something to do with it. That witch.
Yes, the Adler family. We do not really want to speak to them or speak about them, truly. We are already forced to live opposite to them. A filthy
burden.
A filthy woman and her intentions of every kind. Should not trust anything. She's crazy. She's lost her mind, I tell you.
Yes. She's evil.
What was her name again?
Oh, her name? Her name is
Damita
Adler.
Baroness Damita Adler. Damita, I think you pronounce that, no? Damita.
Well, if that's if you could do that, that would be fine. Do you agree? Do you accept our terms?
Will you be able to find this in one day?
Oh, perhaps not. Maybe we'll have to ask around.
We'll try our best.
We'll ask around in town to see if anyone's heard of it.
Could we?
But we can do that as well. We can also ask around.
But you are not Lord and Lady Baudelaire.
Yes.
We have influence, so we can ask around, and people will be much more forthgiving with their information, unlike strangers of the
also be allowed to stay here for the next night or two?
Oh, of course, I'm expecting you to.
Of course, yes. Yes, how will you protect our Balian otherwise? Yes, that will be lovely. Unfortunately, we'll provide some light supper as needed as well.
This is an excellent arrangement. Tell me something now. I understand that any well-bred young scion of a noble house must understand how to defend oneself and their holdings. Tell me, boy, how useful are you with a weapon?
Oh yeah, very useful. Yeah,
Harold will just reach into his bag of holding and pull out a quarterstaff, and then reach into it and pull out a short stick, and then pull into his backpack and pull out a longbow.
Oh, yes, quite.
And just lay them out.
Yes, thank you, Harold. If you wouldn't mind, Lord and Lady Beaudelet, perhaps I could go with your. We'll all go with your son, and let's see, we test your mettle, my lad. Oh, with a stick, shall we say? Nothing.
Quarterstaff.
I could train him like how I trained Aki.
Wait 1 second. You mean like train with weapons? Oh no.
Blunted weapons, training weapons, nothing sharp, nothing deadly. I can assure
Mom, please, that's so cool. Can I do it?
That's not very noble.
And he'll just reach it. He will literally extend out the quarterstaff to the sun.
Oh please, Mom. Oh yeah. Whoa. This is so cool.
Please, my son is the only. He's our only successor of the family. Please don't do anything to him.
Would you want him to be?
Bruce will gently nudge Ziggy, because he was a little bit talking earlier, to say, back me up here. He goes, I can assure you, on my honour, as the son of Lord Lockwood, that you will come to no harm.
Oh.
And Errol's gonna copy Bruce's gesture.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Yeah. I'll do that.
I love how I was nudging Ziggy and Harold helped me.
Yeah. Well, I think this is a stupid idea because it seems very adamant against it.
I want this to succeed so badly. No!
Actually, she did roll only a 7. So even though you don't seem very persuasive, you see her demeanor. Oh, I mean, if you're a lord, after all, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Please keep it as. She looked at the husband.
No. Go ahead, my dear.
Oh, I mean, if you're okay with it, it's not very. Could you make sure that people don't see it, if that's okay?
And Errol's gonna put away the longbow and short sword into the bag of holding.
Whoa.
And he'll go up to the kid and he'll be like,
I'll take my spare mask and give it to him.
Imagine him like he's like a blonde, kind of blonde hair to the shoulders. He looks like a proper, his head is kind of flopping around as he moves like a proper, like novel from the Disney.
Can I try the sword, please? Can you give me the sword?
No. Oh, no. Training swords only, my boy.
And Errol, well, you'll see Errol's hand go into the bag within Seambers.
I just got No. Training swords, my boy. We have to start from somewhere. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Well, I would accept. I will accept that this is you agreeing to the request of the protecting my son. That is fabulous news, isn't it, my dear?
So we'll take half the jewelry now. You said, right?
Oh, of course. He picks it up and kind of gives it to. Oh, it should. He bends down.
Not this one. She kind of like takes something off the box. Not this one, please. Not this one. And it's like a diamond, like a black onyx diamond.
Whoa! Wait, that's part of the that was the
ruin, my boy. Don't push it.
That was meant to be there. I'm sorry. It's my fault.
Right.
You're very gracious, my lady.
Relic.
Could I do a perception check? Does that necklace look different, valuable, magical?
Make a perception check, yeah.
Errol's just gonna keep playing with his son, like just mess with him,
If you want to ascertain how much it costs, do maybe intelligence check actually rather than perception. Now that I'm thinking, it looks with your 22, you see the jewels on it are really shining. Oh, I just realized we are pushing for time. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you see that it looks pretty valuable for sure. And if you're rolling that investigation too, or intelligence check, whichever one is higher.
Dude, they're both the same, so I'll just go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
Oh,
okay. You, with a natural 20, you gather this pendant at least costs like 700 gold pieces minimum. They are a very rare type of diamonds called onyx diamonds.
Could I? And I will walk up to her. I won't push my luck, Bruce. Is there any way I could possibly convince you? I will give you, and I'll hold out the jewel of the sea diamond?
You see her eyes kind of like glitter towards looking at it like.
I will trade you my diamond for your diamond.
Bruce's
I
monocle
found
pops out.
I found this at the bottom of the ocean. It's unique. It's one of a kind. You'll never
Beautiful.
find anything like it. It's called Jewel of the Sea.
And she looks at the husband. Make
On
a
what-
persuasion check at advantage, actually.
And he will say, on one condition. You can make the swap after you've successfully protected my son for the night.
Yes, that seems very fair.
Don't need to make
Then
the
in
check. You
that
don't need to
case-
make the check, it's fine. He'll say that.
Well,
That's the
yeah.
condition.
So protecting the sun is
And
for
you,
all of today and then all of the night.
Mhm.
Okay.
I mean, during the early hours, it should be okay. For the time being, maybe after 4, that's when it will be a bit more needed. But up to, I mean, my son is a handful, you know.
No, I'm
He's
not.
very spirited away.
I just want to go out with my friends. They went out yesterday. Like,
But
How many friends?
Yeah.
How many friends do you plan on hanging out with?
oh, just 3 of them, innit? They were just like going out. They said they were gonna go see the bridge and stuff, but obviously I was stuck here at home, innit?
oh, definitely not the bridge. Definitely not the bridge.
Oh,
That's where your
see,
brother
this is why I
died.
have to
For
We're
live
all-
here. Oh my god.
Why you do this to
We're-
me?
I'm sure we'll
She
be
starts crying again.
all protective, and I'm sure we can hang with the kids. We're all young and hip, right?
We only protect you, not your friends.
We will.
Well, I mean, there's nothing to protect me from, you know. They're just being stupid, honestly. They've been dumb. They've just been like overprotective. Like, it's not my brother. It's my brother's fault for going out and getting killed. He should have been with his friends.
And in a pinch,
Yeah, you
and
say
in a
that about
pinch,
your brother. Go to your room now.
Yes, they are disgusting. Go, get away from here. I wish. And she kind of stops herself. You think what she's gonna say without having to say. You've seen enough movies to know what she's gonna say.
Ah, look, food is here, and you see one of the another maid brings out, and the food on the table on this tray looks very like there's like biscuits, but they look stale. There's tea, but the tea itself, instead of a good bunch of loose leaf, there's only a little loose leaves in all of the cups. And as they're bringing this in, the kid kind of storms off onto the room, and you all kind of stand there being gifted, like given this tea one by one, and you guys kind of spread around to kind of look at this room and house. I guess it would be a good time to end the stream and continue from here next week and see where this this protection babysitting task leads to.
We'll see how far he can walk when Bruce has wrapped his knees a few times with a wooden sword.
Oh no!
Jesus!
Oh Jesus
yes.
Christ!
Yeah.
Amazing.
Like
No
I just gave him a
explanation.
stick.
Yeah. Cisco, you want to sign off?
Yeah. Thank you for all of you playing with us, and it's been a pleasure to hang out with you all. Thanks to James Webster for his great art and Darren Curtis for his epic music. And we hope you have a great week, and we'll see you again soon. And until then, stay magical. Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Boy.